Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Oh man, should be a good one.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, we wildin'.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Shout out to Claus Smith. Shout out to all the Nets fans. We the best fans. I'm gonna get into some content earlier. Me and PT, you know what I'm saying? Got what up, Scott? Shout out to all the Nets fans. PT, he was saying it's about Cam Thomas going to Houston. I took this question to Showtime Hoops from, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to see what's going on with what's up. Get different fans' opinions. I want y'all to see that I was over there. You know what I'm saying? Repping, saying what I was saying about why Cam Thomas should stay with the Brooklyn Nets. I didn't get to say much. I was just listening to what he was saying for the most part. But we'll just listen to that little part. You know what I'm saying? Like but yeah, let's see. Hold on, y'all.
Brooklyn, we wildin'.
Yo, so all right, cool. It was on my live, so I gotta go to wait, where was that? Here you go. It was on my live. My bad. That's us right there. I'm talking about. Hold on, what was that? Oh shit! Shout out to the Beeman boy. He became a new member. Yo, that's real, man. He a Knicks fan, man. That shit is real, man. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? But it's just you the first, honestly. So
just say a lot real quick while I got the time. I didn't get to your part of the origins.
Yeah. We gotta talk about the Knicks more, man. If they got Knicks fans becoming members, man, I gotta talk about the Knicks fans more. I mean Knicks team more. Player one, he said they didn't have much faith in the Rockets with old ass KD before they officially done now. Damn, player one. Shout out to Beeman boy. I see you, man. Appreciate you, man. That's a fact. All right, so this is me on Player's Choice earlier. We're gonna get into the take, then we're gonna recap it. All right, let's get it.
Story, but it was one of my favorite clips that PC done. Hearing how all of the different panelists got to Player's Choice and how, you know what I'm saying? I heard Mars part, I heard Real Talk part, and I was about to listen to your part, and then, you know what I'm saying, I seen you was live. But it's just so much to say.
I didn't say anything about how I got on. I didn't want to. I'm like, I'll let y'all do that because I don't want to. I don't want to. I just don't want to be a part of like trying to big time y'all, anything like that. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I heard Real Talk. He said, "Yo, Chill's famous on the low." It's true though, man. It's true.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't consider myself a big deal at all, man. I'm talking basketball. That's all I do.
I seen you here, and then I don't know just how algorithms work. Then I seen Richard Jefferson pull you up on ESPN. I said, "What?" I said, "Yo, I didn't even know Chill's big time like that."
I didn't know it either. he actually hit me, and he was like, "Yo, I'm doing this segment on ESPN. I need a hot take from you." And I was like, "All right, I got one for you."
He got a take from something you said.
Yeah, he said, "I need a hot take." And I said, "I got one for you." And this was right before the season started. And I had talked about Herb Jones being one of the better defenders in the game. And I thought that this was before he got hurt. That was my anticipation of Herb Jones. I thought Herb Jones was going to be one of the better defenders in the game. And come to find out, I mean, it didn't work out like that. But I think that I might have been a year behind. I think we get back to that though.
Yeah, but you know how to scout talent. That's the nitty gritty part of it.
Yeah.
But speaking of players that's injured and whatnot, now I want to know if you're gonna put fire to it or not. I'm trying to put the fire out, to be honest. But I care about, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna say. Now, Fred Van Fleet got hurt. We all know this, right? Now, the first thing I see on next Twitter is, oh, Cam Thomas to the Houston Rockets for our 27th pick. Shout out to my guy PT. I'm already putting the fire out. Like, no, I'm not with none of that. Let Cam Thomas rock out of it. Let Cam Thomas get his opportunity in Brooklyn. But what you think though, man? How you feel
No,
about the situation and them going forward? Because they still want to contend, in my opinion, Chill. But
I
they
think they
need a
already got
point
their
guard.
lead guard. They already got him. They
Who?
already got him. It's a Men
Who?
Thompson.
Reed Shepard?
It's a Men Thompson.
Wow. How you call
Yes.
that though?
They already got him. It's a Men Thomas. It's a Men Thompson. Now, follow me on this one real quick.
I'm
Follow
with
me on
you.
this one. So, when I watch him in Thompson, I see a
Yeah.
lot of young Scottie Pippen. I see a lot of young Ron Artest.
Mhm.
So I think that offense can change a little bit.
Mm.
The offense changing, I could put the ball in his hands, and
Yeah.
I can make him more of a distributor. He could
Yeah.
get downhill. He was doing that when he came into the league, from that league that he
Right.
was playing in. He had the ball in his hands anyway. I can do that with him playing in Houston with KD. I could.
Yeah.
I feel like him playing. I feel like him playing with Sengun, him being able to speed the game up as a defender, him playing in transition. I think that I can get that offer from him. Here's the problem. The problem is that Van Fleet is such a floor spacer. Men Thompson isn't that. What I'm
Right.
banking on,
Right.
this is what I'm banking on though with a Men Thompson. I'm banking on the Men Thompson being a respectable shooter. Not necessarily a long ball shooter, because I saw this with Milwaukee in the play-in tournament. And I remember watching, I want to say it wasn't AJ Green, but it was the other rotation guy that they had. He was starting for them. And I'm like, if he could knock down a 17-footer and keep defenses honest, that can make this team so much better. And I feel like with a Men Thompson, if we could get him to be respectable as a jump shooter, that makes it so much better.
All right, so it's fair to say that Sengun and KD, they're gonna play inside the 3-point line, right? And what would have made that team so deadly, or for lack of better words, so great, was the fact that Fred VanVleet could shoot 30 feet, 28 feet, 32 feet. Like he could hit the long ball. If you know what I'm saying, you know how you say long ball. This is definitely somebody who could do that. So with that, with KD and Sengun in the paint, I could see how it worked. Now, I agree with you about the Scottie Pippen Jr. thing. I see it too. But what about if he just kept his style of play and play like Westbrook and trying to find Sengun and KD for like a dime?
I think that we're gonna do that. This is what I'm thinking about with him.
All right, so y'all heard my take. I'm gonna let y'all up so y'all can, you know what I'm saying, say how y'all feel, you know what I mean? I feel like Chill got something with the whole Men Thompson at the point. I see the Scottie Pippen Jr. reference. I see that. You know what I'm saying? I see what he's saying. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the defense is going to be important to Ime. And with the modern NBA, if you got one of your best defenders or your best defender on your team, and he's a POA defender, you know, you're slowing down the offense at the top of the shot clock. You know, it's going to be hard for teams to get into their basketball rhythm and basketball, whatever they got going on, because you got a POA defender, the best defender at the point guard. I agree with Chill, and I do think that Cam Thomas should not go to the Houston Rockets because I agree with Chilltown Hoops. Now, you guys are going to come up here talking fancy about the 27th pick into 2027. I'm going to let y'all speak for yourselves. But I'm telling you now, I'm not entertaining no shenanigans. I do not want to hear no malarkey. I do not want to hear any of the sorts. All right? I'm talking basketball. Now, Chill had a good take about Men Thompson becoming a point guard, utilizing him in that position in his rookie scale contract. It's important that they do it. I hope it works. Now, Cam Thomas should be part of this team. John told y'all for days. Nets Media Day is coming. Shout out to John. I seen him sharing the live on Twitter, on X. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Beeman Boy. Shout out to Player One. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching, not in the chat. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. He always jump in the chat. He always showing love. Go check out some of his. He's a content creator. Go check him out. Paul Smith, he's dope in the chat. He's not a content creator, but he's dope in the chat. Check out Scott. He's a content creator. Go check out Scott. You know what I'm saying? The tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast. Ice, he's a content creator. Go check him out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John on the panel. What up, John?
Thanks for the shout out, man. I heard everyone was coming on to the show. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, nah, you already know how we rocking. Hold on. Player One said CT ain't going to the Rockets. They need a playmaker / ball handler, not score only guard. I don't necessarily agree with his whole comment, but yeah, the part where he said CT ain't going to the Rockets, that's my favorite part of what he said. But John, what you got on this, John?
Yeah, first off, thoughts to Freddie VanVleet. That is just a huge, crushing injury that they didn't need. I mean, they pretty much put all their eggs on the Kevin Durant bandwagon, and Fred VanVleet was going to be a huge part of that with Katie. Like, Fred VanVleet does so much for that team, playmaking, three-point shooting, he runs the offense, and now to not have him, it's really going to cause that young core of the Rockets to adjust on the fly. I know Emon Thompson might get some reps there, but he's primarily been a solid defender. He's not really leading that offense, so that's going to be a test for him. Sengun is going to test him as well. And for Kevin Durant, he has not signed an extension yet with the Rockets, and I think Katie and his agency wanted to see how this first year would go with the Rockets, and now losing Fred VanVleet, a huge vet on that team, it really kind of puts even more pressure on KD to be healthy, and we've seen the last few years, KD's health, once he goes down, the team just craps out, so they really have to figure out how to address this situation. And I was even one of the people that did ask people on Twitter today, like, will they come calling the Brooklyn Nets? And what's crazy is we were on Ice's show, the tip-off yesterday, and as much as I said this guard situation was messy, Easy came up and said, you know what, John, maybe the Nets are adding all these guards because let's say a team comes down with an injury, they might come calling the Brooklyn Nets. And I thought it was a good theory, but after the thing with Fred VanVleet, I'm like, wow, was that a theory or a prediction? Because I definitely think the Rockets,
man.
Yeah, that was spot on by him. I definitely think the Rockets might call the Nets. Now, the Cam Thomas thing is interesting because him and Kevin Durant, in their limited time in Brooklyn, they played really well together. And I know Cam's playmaking is not anywhere close where Fred VanVleet's is, but Cam can give you a bucket on any given night. And the good thing about the Rockets is they really packed on defense this offseason. They have a lot of great defenders, but their biggest problem last year was offense. And now you're missing Fred VanVleet for this whole year. How can you replicate that? I think Cam could definitely give them some offense on that team. But my only thing, Breezy, I'm not going to talk great about the 2027 pick. I don't know what that pick could be. But for the Nets in next year's draft, we only have one pick. Given that this organization time and time again has kind of done things the wrong way, having our pick for 2027 is a safety net in case 2026 doesn't exactly go how we think it could go. Like, if we get a top...
No. Time out. You don't think they're asking the fans for too much at this point? Like, seriously, yeah, you're asking us. They asking us to go through a rebuild. Now everything is supposed to be riding on 2025, and we got the 8th pick. They was more disappointed than the fans. Let's keep it real. The fans going to go with it because that's what it is, John. But at the end of the day, they wanted a top 3 pick. They wanted a top 5 pick. The fans could just got to deal with it for what it is. But they were really the ones hoping for a top 5 pick. And don't get it twisted. I like Yago. I like him going from 199 to 210. I like what I see. I see the effort. But at the end of the day, don't ignore the fact that the season prior, everybody recognized that Cam Thomas put on a lot of muscle before the season started. So, again, it's the same things y'all like about Yago. That's the same thing that Cam Thomas did before the season started. So just acknowledge both of them. Don't just acknowledge one of them. Both of them on the team. You're not pitting these players against each other. They're on the same team. You know, for now. You know what I'm saying? But not to be long-winded. Go ahead, John, so we could get the Sky Ice.
Right.
They could just jump in whenever they want.
I'm glad. Yeah, and I'm glad Scott came on because he even the one has been saying this offseason. Listen, everybody thought the Nets could have some luck last year, but they really didn't take the ball and ran with it. And now this year, we only have the one pick. At least if you did get your 2027 pick back, let's say the Nets do well in next year's draft. Having that extra pick for 2027, it lets the Nets progress a little more, but not have to just throw all their assets to get a star if they want to compete immediately. Like it gives you a little safety net in case 2026 draft doesn't exactly go as we planned. Maybe the Nets get another core guy that could be a part of what we drafted with the Flatbush Five, but having that extra pick, it does give the Nets a little safety net so we don't just have to rush everything to compete. Because I agree, Breeze, after next year's draft, realistically, we should be starting to compete and build winning pieces. But given the way this front office goes in 20 different directions every year, getting our own pick back for Cam Thomas is probably the best value you can get for Cam Thomas at this point because most likely that relationship is nearing its final stages. Obviously, we have a
But
year to
when
go
I'm
before that happens. But
okay,
I'm just
so no, just to entertain that because I want to get Sky and Ice in the conversation, right? Now, for one, he got a no trade clause,
right.
right? So that means Cam Thomas could go to any team he wants. He could waltz in the office and say, "Yo, I want to negotiate. This is the place I want to go." So on and so forth. Scott, like Ice and Scott, what you got on this whole situation? This what you see me say in the with Chill about Amen Thompson being a point, but then John adding the fact that still not having Van Fleet, they could use a Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to Scott and then we'll go to Ice. You know what I mean? Hopefully Ice will be back. Yeah, Ice is right there, so we'll go to Ice. Hold on, yeah, we will go to Ice and then we'll go to Scott. But just everything, Ice. Like, what did you think about the take of Cam Thomas going to the Rockets or staying with the Brooklyn Nets? How you feel about it?
Yo, Cam Thomas was never the first thought of seeing Van Fleet with a with an injury, bro. Cam Thomas, he's not a point guard. He don't do Van Fleet. He doesn't do what Van Fleet does. Cam is a scoring guard. You know what I'm saying? When you lose a floor spacer like Van Fleet, right, it's just tough to replace Van Fleet. But like Chill said, you got a young dude who can possibly run point guard, but he's not a shooter. And then I talked to Rockets fans, and one Rocket fan is actually happy because he think it's better for the young guys to get a chance, even though they try and make the playoffs and win the chip. He felt like it was better for Reed Shepherd and Amen to get a chance to do that. And he didn't want to trade for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And another fan said the same thing. They might have wanted to trade for somebody, but they got other pieces there. So having Cam Thomas brought up is only a Nets fan thing. You know what I'm saying? They not thinking about net. Other fans not thinking about Cam. Only Nets fans want to move Cam because of his situation. And they think about the pick. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
So hold on. What am I in? Like, I'm a Nets fan. I don't want to move Cam.
No, I know. I'm just saying. In the Nets fan community, the mind is let's get the pick back. But
but what's the percentage? What's the percentage in Nets fans? Like, because you said Nets fans, that's a broad. If there's 100 Nets fans in the room, no, serious. If there's 100 Ice, if there's 100 Nets fans in the room, Ice, how many Nets fans want to trade Cam Thomas, or how many Nets fans want things to make it right in Brooklyn for Cam Thomas?
All right. I would say majority of fans were thinking. I'd say like 60% of fans will probably say move Cam. The other 40 will probably say keep Cam. But like I said, yeah, like that's not the situation. Say it again.
Do a poll on X. We gotta do a poll on X.
Do a poll. All right, we do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll.
We'll do a poll, but that's not my thought. It's not Rockets fans' thought. At least the two that was on my live today, they were either looking for a veteran, right, a veteran point guard, or the guys that they have on the team. They not looking for Cam. That's not what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So Nets fans need to understand what other fan base is looking for. Just because there's a situation doesn't mean that you can ship a guard over to somebody. That's not what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking for what we got. They're looking for what they got and what they need, not what we think they need. It's a whole different situation. You know what I mean?
Right. Right, but Ice, Houston has no cap space. That was mentioned, say, like they have to do it internally, like you said, with Reed or another guy on the team. But if those guys don't pan out, they have to eventually make a decision because remember, Kevin Durant has not signed an extension yet with the Rockets, and losing Fred VanVleet definitely makes him question more if he wants to be there long term. And if he gets injured, they're screwed. So they definitely have to make a decision on somebody. Now, I agree with you, Ice. There are definitely some Nets fans that came to mind with Cam Thomas because we want to get something for Cam as opposed to just let him go for nothing. If you tell me I could get my own 2027 pick back for Cam, it's the best divorce ever because Cam gets reunited with KD, and at least we have a safety net in case next year's draft doesn't exactly go as we think it could go. That was my only rationale with posting the questions to everybody, and I thought a lot of people gave a lot of fair takes today about it.
Man. Fuck that safety net, man.
What do you mean that? Breeze, do you think we're gonna get a top guy next? Because I thought that was happening this year, and our organization screwed it. So there's no guarantee it happens next year.
What I'm saying is Jimmy Butler, he wasn't a high pick, but he showed leadership in moments, bro. They don't have to be a top 3 pick. That's not me. I'm not vlogging that way. That's not my content. I'm not thinking that Jordy Fernandez has to get a top 3 pick. I don't think that. I think that it is impressive that Yegor put on the weight. I think it's impressive that he's a 6'8", 6'9" point guard. I want to see what happens this season. I'm recapping 82 games. I'm not talking about 2020. Fuck 2027. Pardon my language. I'm not fuck 2027. Let me not put the wrong energy out there. I'm not concerned about 2027 Brooklyn Nets basketball right now. Right now, I'm focused on what we can do. Y'all making it seem like these draft picks are more valuable than Cam Thomas. Realistically, when we want to see the value of Yegor next to Cam Thomas, yo, he's those. I make him the bar. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all keep talking about all he could do is score. He's a better scorer than Day'Ron Sharpe is a rebounder. And Day'Ron, you see what I'm saying? At expertise for different players, he's better than a lot of these players. Even when Ben Simmons was on our team, Cam Thomas was a better scorer than Ben Simmons was a passer. Like, it just is what it is, bro. Like, y'all want to ignore. I'm not letting the Brooklyn Nets get away or ignore me when I say that y'all playing with that man career. He could bring a lot more to the team. Y'all give him the opportunity. But go ahead, Scott. I won't be long.
Yeah, yeah, Cam is the man to me, but it seemed like the Nets don't want Cam. That's the problem.
Right.
And I don't want to trade him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being honest, I'm a Cam fan. I believe in him. You need a bench. You need scorers. You need scorers in this league. So, and he's not a point guard for Houston. You can forget that. Houston is not giving up that number 1 pick. They're not. I wouldn't. What makes you think? I wouldn't. Not for the Nets pick. No. The Nets pick is better than their pick. Why would I give up my pick? Why would I give up your pick and lose? You know what I'm saying? Why? For Cam? They got scoring.
What do you?
They need a point guard. They need a point guard. They need a real point guard. That's what they need. That's what I think. Maybe. I don't know. I personally wouldn't give up Cam, though. That's, I mean, I understand the situation with Cam as far as he's going to be out of here probably if they don't, I understand where you will want that number 1 pick. But I don't think Houston is going to,
But Houston doesn't need it, Scott. By saying that Kevin Durant is their guy right now, they don't need that pick. They need scores around them, and maybe a backcourt of Amin Thompson and Cam could work. Because remember, Kevin Durant had great chemistry with Cam Thomas.
They need a point guard.
Amon has to do that role. So, at least adding Cam gives them some flexibility.
They would have to give up more than just Cam Thomas.
The Nets?
Yeah.
But Scott, the Rockets don't have the cap space. We do. This is where our cap space advantage that people don't know where it's going actually works in our benefit here because the Rockets don't have the cap space. We
Yeah,
do. And Cam's
yeah,
only making
I know.
$6 million.
They need a point guard.
Yeah, but Cam has playmaking abilities. It's not perfect, but you put him next to KD, Amon, Sengun, Cam's defensive weaknesses kind of get masked by those guys. Don't you agree on that, Scott, at least?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It would work, but I'm just saying, why? Why would
Because
they
they
do
lost
that?
their lead. They
Why
lost
would they
their
give
guy.
up? Why would they give up Brooklyn's #1 pick? And as weak as this team is,
Because they don't need it. Why do the Rockets want what our 2020 pick? They went
That's
all in
like-
on KD. That pick
yeah,
became
but they're
useless
not.
for them
They're
at that
not
point.
going to do that. They're not going to do that. You
Yeah,
don't
we'll
do-
see.
You don't
We'll
do
see.
that if you a GM. That's a bad move
How's it a bad
That's a-
move? They have
because
Kevin
you're
Durant
giving
right
up
now.
a potential lottery pick.
But they don't need it, Scott. What do the Rockets need with more lottery picks? They're ready to compete right now. The Fran Lee thing definitely like amps the pressure up now.
Just
Because Scott,
like you saying we need it.
yeah, but Scott, look at Kevin Durant. Has this guy been healthy the last few years? As soon as KD goes down with injury, the
Kevin
team
Durant
cracks
is
out.
not going to be here forever. They need that pick.
Yeah, but they want to extend him. He's not going to want to extend without Flan
He's
V
not
being
going to stay
healthy.
that long. How long you think he's going to play?
Well, that's why getting somebody like Cam, it gives him an insurance policy so he doesn't have to carry the load offensively by himself. And
They're
you
not
allow
giving him-
Ahmed and Sengun to keep growing
You
their
know what?
roles.
You know what the problem is? That y'all made it look like Cam wasn't worthy of a #1 pick. And now they're going to look at Cam not worthy of a #1 pick.
It's not how you keep saying number one
Because
pick.
this
it's
is
a
what
li- it's
people
a
were
pick.
saying. He has
first.
no, he's just a scorer. He's a liability. I mean, even amongst people, some Net fans, even Net fans,
Yeah, but Scott, you got to think about
you
what is the
created
best.
this monster. Sometimes loose lips sink ships.
But what's better, Scott? Getting what's
I
better?
know
though,
what's
Scott?
better. I know what's
but
better.
Here's what's better: Dolan Kennett or a second-round pick, or your own pick back. Which is better? That's Cam's value right now. A Dolan Kennett and a second-round pick, or your own potential 2020 pick back. Which one's better to you right now? Because if
You're
you don't
not
want
going
that
to get
2020
your pick
it's
back
getting
from
Dolan then.
Houston. You're not going to get that pick. You're
Then
not going to get that
what are
pick.
we getting realistic for Cam on the trade market? Tell me, Scott. Because
They
that
have
right there is the only
nothing to
lifeline at
lose
the
by
moment.
giving up that pick. They have Cam is not a point guard.
But he's a scorer and he has playmaking abilities. And look at what's going on. There's positionless basketball going on, Scott. You think the
Nah.
Rockets are going to want a position right now? They have all these different pieces they have to figure out now. Cam can
They
fit
need a
in
guard,
with
man.
balanced
They need
pieces.
a point guard. They need a real true point guard.
Yeah, well, they don't have the cap space or teams with cap
No,
space.
they don't have to
flexibility.
spend
We
no
do,
big
though.
money. They don't have to spend no big money to get a point
No,
guard.
but here's the thing. They can only apply for a disabled exception that they can't even use till January. So they really can't even add a person right now if they wanted to with the Fred Van situation.
They
That's
might
why
stay
even-
pat. In that
Yeah.
case, they're going to stay just like it is.
Yeah, but do you
If
think
they-
Cole...
If they're not trying to go over the apron, they're going to stay just where they at.
Yeah, but Scott, do you think Reed Shepard is ready for that role? Because it seems like last
They have
year
no
they weren't
choice.
utilizing him. Now they
They
just
have
have to
no
throw him in the
choice.
deep end. But it's Kevin Durant. This is the thing. You have to maximize around KD. He wants guys that he trusts. I don't think he
I don't
trusts
see
some
it.
of those guys on that team. He
Listen,
does
as
trust
much
Cam
as-
Thomas, though.
Listen,
Like, you-
as much as I wouldn't mind having that #1 pick back, they're not. I could see them not doing it. I can see them not doing
it's a
it.
number one pick. It's a potential top pick. It's not a guaranteed lottery pick. So we don't even know where that pick's going to be. At least for the Nets, it's a safety net in case
Well,
next
it
year
would-
that doesn't go the way we want it to. Remember,
would-
Sean
it
Marks
would-
always goes opposite when we think we're going the right way. So at least
Listen,
having
it
an
would
extra
be. It would
pick back doesn't
be.
hurt.
It would be as the Nets not trying to keep Cam Thomas on the team. This would be like let him know where you stand. Give him an opportunity to go somewhere else and let him pick it if that's the case.
So you think he would turn down a chance to play
as
with KD?
as a fan of Cam Thomas, I don't want you to go.
Yeah, but Scott, that's just it. Once he signed the qualifying offer, he said, "I'm out of here. Listen, 4 years, you guys wasted my potential. Why am I going to waste it on you guys?"
When you was on, I heard your take on Ice Shaw. I disagree with it again, bro. Yo,
Which take?
you because my thing is this.
Which take,
Players
please?
are smart for not giving the franchise power. This is business. This is the business of basketball. It ain't about him not wanting to play here. But why would he lowball himself for the Brooklyn Nets? When the
Because he
Brooklyn
wasn't going to
Nets
get that
didn't
money
do
anywhere
hold on,
else.
the Brooklyn Nets gave him a Jock Vaughn head coach that gave him DNPs that he didn't deserve. Gave him Steve Nash, and Steve Nash did not know what he was doing with Cam Thomas. And on top of that, when Jordy Fernandez came here, yeah, he got some minutes, but bro, at the end of the day, they talking about they had we wanted to be. I agree with the formula, but they tried to make it seem like Cam Thomas is not a special scorer. Like keep playing, developing him. Stop trying to make him something he's not. The Brooklyn Nets messed up his player development with the two head coaches, Jock Vaughn and Steve Nash. They went away from how he got to the NBA to making him a long ball shooter, which messed up his percentage. Like his first shots in the game was 3-pointers. That's not how he got to the NBA. I'm not saying he didn't take 3-pointers, but wasn't his very first shot. And they giving it to him like the way Mikal Bridges or Cam Johnson would shoot the ball, like a catch and shoot. Like they're not even asking him to put the ball on the floor or get to the rim when he got a handle. And that's another thing. I don't want to be long-winded, but who got a handle on this team like Cam Thomas? Can Yago handle the ball? Can Nolan Traore handle the ball? Who got handles? Like, can they handle the rock?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we are going to find out. And Cam Thomas has to hope that he'll get $30 million next year in a contract instead of a salary because he did leave that on the table, Breeze. At the end of the day, I think it was slightly foolish on his part because there's no guarantee he'll get that money.
He left an easy tradable contract. They going easily. That's just an easily tradable contract. That's all the
I think
Brooklyn
y'all
Nets is trying to
confusing
do.
handle with shot creation. Like
They
they
was
have
wrong for not investing in Jared Allen, and then now they wrong again. Like I'm not letting that shit slide, bro. They gotta feel how fans feel, man. And again, you see I put the poll up. Should Cam Thomas stay with the Brooklyn Nets? And I'm gonna just put that out there and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I just look at it for what it is, bro. He can help these rookies. They want to be facilitators. Pass the ball to Cam Thomas. It sounds funny, right? It sounds like I'm trying to make the game simple, right? Because I'm a Cam Thomas fan, right? But at the end of the day, that's what they want to do. Listen, if Yego's any kind of basketball player that I think he is, he learns from Cam Thomas. He learns to find the mid-range game. He's 6'8". You trying to tell me he ain't gonna have mismatches at the point guard position? And they trying to stress him to be a small forward because he want to be a quote-unquote connector? That's bullshit. You beat a point guard. You have the advantage. Nolan Traore is great, but he should run the second unit. Let's call it what it is. He's small. Y'all talk this small guard shit, but then won't say nothing about Nolan Traore. Why? Because he's a
Traore is bigger than Ken
basketball
though.
player. Get the fuck out of here with this
Cam
shit.
needs to
Traore is
improve
bigger
his,
than Ken. He
Cam
is
needs to
bigger
improve his defense, Breeze. Like Cam was
He's taller.
400 on
He's an
defense.
inch taller.
That's
his
the
Couple of
problem.
inches.
What is he, 6'4"?
Traore is 19. He could very well grow to 6'5".
We
Like
don't know
I
that
don't think
though. We don't
he's
know.
not done growing
Okay,
though.
so
I
you
don't
Okay.
think
saying that he's
Well, you
not
know.
I
a
think his Cam
You
Thomas
know.
is
he's not a
24.
small
The
guard.
most he's probably gonna be. He's probably always gonna be
No,
6'8".
Cam
Like,
is what he is. He's
He
right,
needs to
gonna
try.
but we're talking about
he's
five rookies
he's
that are
gonna get
19.
better. He's gonna
Like
get better though.
He has to get
at
way better on
19,
defense, Scott.
you're not done growing.
Come on.
Like I mean, Giannis came into the league. He was 6'9". He grew to 6'11". You know what I'm saying? Like people grow once it's not. They don't stop growing once they get into the league. But the point is, I think they don't necessarily. You saying they just pass the ball to Cam Thomas? That's the issue right there. They don't want to do that. Like
Right. Good point,
it
Ellen.
comes to a
So hold
point.
on, hold
They want
on.
to
For
get
them
the
to
whole
want to be
team.
a connector.
They want.
All right, so hold on. Hold on. I mean, LM. You know what a hockey assist is?
Yeah.
All right, so for the fans that don't know, a hockey assist is when you don't pass it to the guy that's going to score. You pass it to the guy that passes it to the guy that's going to score. That's a hockey assist. Am I correct?
Something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like it's two players who, they set up the goal. If you watch hockey, they set up the goal, they touch the puck before the goal scorer. So yeah,
So
it's
is
pretty
that what
much
a
that.
connector is in basketball? It's like, because my thing is like, yo, he's a point guard. You should be focused on having mismatches at the point guard, being 6'8", 6'9". Go with your advantages. Why you want to be a small forward at 6'8", 6'9"? You could be a big point guard or a small forward. What
It,
make more
I
sense for
don't
the
think he
Brooklyn Nets?
wants to
Small
be. I
ball
just
don't win the
it's
Brooklyn Nets
it.
I
nothing.
don't think he wants to be. I think he wants to. He has size. That's the thing. They
He's
want you to.
slow. The problem is he's
They
slow. That's the problem.
isn't he? It's not even that. We got slow small forwards in the league. The
Yeah,
only
but he's
issue
not
is
quick
he's too.
though.
He. I mean, a lot of people in the league ain't quick, but he doesn't have strength. That's his
That
problem.
too.
Slowness is fine. I mean, Luca is the slowest person in the world, but he can still get by people.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I'm
it's
saying?
strength
Like
and speed. That's what's holding
it's
Yegor back. Is the
he
strength and speed
he
element.
he has to build up muscle, but I mean you see slow guys in the league. I mean Luca is slow as a snail, but somehow he gets by people. You know what I mean? Like, and you got guards, you got guys, big guys guarding it. I just think the fact of the matter is he's not just a point guard. They don't see him that way. They see him as a guy that can be versatile in the lineup. You can probably put him at the point, or if you want to play him against Nolan, you can put him at the three and have Nolan Traore play the point guard. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be just him stuck at the point guard position all the time. Especially when you drafted three point guards. Like
Yeah, I
eventually
understand stuck at it, but I'm
you're gonna have
just
to
talking
see
about
what the other
exploiting the
point guards got.
mismatches, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
personally think Nolan Traore should be our point guard. It's me personally.
over Diego.
Yeah, I think he's the fastest person on the team. He's at this point he's better than Diego with the ball in his hands, in my opinion. Like I think they're gonna try to do a thing where they was kind of hinting at it in summer league. They put Nolan and Diego in the lineup, but they had Diego at the three and Nolan at the one. And there was a play where Nolan was playing point guard, passed it to Diego in the corner. Diego shot the corner three, hit the shot. Like I think they're going to be experimenting with that as having just two ball handlers in the lineup that can set up the offense but also hit the shot if necessary. I don't think it's going to be necessarily just Yegor always at the one and him being locked in at the one. I think they're going to try to, you can play the one, and then if we need you to come back and play the three, you can do that. If you need Nolan to play the one or the two, you can do that. Like
Got
they're
Yeah,
it.
trying to be
yeah.
that multi-positional type basketball team, even though I'm more of a fan of the original position just being played, but they're trying to make it more multi-positional as to where everybody on the lineup can be versatile in, you know, height and realistically length, which is what the Nets have been lacking for the past few years. Like, I'm not upset that they're gonna try to use that, but it ain't gonna be all, get the ball to Cam and get out the way. I'm sure they're gonna try to utilize everybody on the team in certain aspects to get everybody shots. Kind of like I think they, to Leaf's point, they saw Indiana, and I really think they were like, yeah, we like how they play. Like let's do that. Let's go that route where everybody can go off at one point. There's just not one guy just going off and getting his buckets. Let everybody eat
But
and still happen.
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. That's what worked not just for the Indiana Pacers, but for us too. I told you that when I read the book, bro, they won a championship that way, bro. When you look at the stats of what they was scoring that said season, look at the numbers, look at the minutes they played, and look at the points that they scored. They had like five. The first off, the starting five, all of them in double digits. Dr. J led the way, and the next five shy of 10. real close to 10, 8 points, 9 points. Imagine your whole bench scoring 8 points. Now that's five other guys. That's like 50 other points. Then that's like 40 other points. 40, 50 points. I'll take that. Every day in America, I'm taking that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of
So
the day,
what's the consensus if Cam Thomas this year instead of averaging 25, he averaged around like 20,
If
21.
if he's
I don't
efficient,
believe that.
he's efficient.
If
I
he's
guess you
but
can't
he
blame that.
but if he averages 21 but he's giving you 5 rebounds and 6 assists.
That's
What's the
great.
consensus? What's the
That
consensus on him then?
No,
that's
I
great
don't
for
think
his
he's gonna
value.
have the ball like that. I don't think they're
No, but that's
gonna.
great for his value. If he can dish out the assists and the rebounding with more balanced scoring, it makes his value better because everybody's main complaint is he puts way too much in the scoring, not enough in his playmaking rebounding numbers. Like if he was able to wind that offense down slightly while giving more time to those areas of his game, it makes his value better on the open market. The thing is, can he distribute with these younger guys? Can they find that
He's
balance?
not
Because
gonna get.
I agree with what Elam is saying. Multi-versatile offense, sharing the ball on a night-to-night basis, quick
He's not
pace. Like
gonna.
that's kind of what Jordy wants to run. It's just, will we actually get to see those pieces play out? I think Yegor and Nolan, having them together as your two lead playmakers, it's a good experiment. It just, can it work? That's my only thing because I think they both have to
But
get
I
better
think,
offensively for it to work.
but I think you need somebody to clean the glass for somebody like Nolan Traore because I think in
Hmm.
his rookie season he's going to get past guys, put it up, and he either going to need a somebody to clean up. That's all. And like Dayron Sharp
Which
going
is what you
eat.
hope Claxton
They,
for.
Yo, not but Dayron
Or
Sharp. Dayron
Daron
Sharp
too.
is
Yeah.
somebody that can eat with Nolan Traore. Cause Nolan Traore, he fast, but he kind of short, so he gonna adjust to the physical play of the NBA. I get it, but if he misses, that's not a problem. Don't worry about his efficiency. Focus on him, play developing, getting past guys. If he could get past guys and then start making the defense like leave they man, and he could find somebody in the corner for the three, bro. And on top of that, somebody like Dayron Sharp, like if he just put it up and it just, Dayron Sharp having a knack for the ball, a nose for the ball, he just somehow get an offensive rebound, like and put it back in, bro. That's good for Nolan Traore. Put Nolan Traore out there with Dayron Sharp. Y'all could fill in the next three players, but Nolan with Dayron Sharp is gonna be good.
And
And
that's as
again,
the
I
you're gonna
think
six
trade
man,
him. You're
right?
gonna
That's
stretch
as
him
a
out.
six man, Breeze. In your theory,
Yeah, I
that's
want
it.
no one as a 6 minute. Yeah, I want him. I want him running the second unit for sure.
I don't mind that to start out if Cam is still starting in our team because at least with Nolan come off the bench, he gets to it quick in the pace, play with Dayron, some of the other guys. He can set people up for lobs. I think that's the great thing about Nolan is he can use the speed to move anywhere down the court, and we do have some lob threats, some cutters on this team. So I think starting Nolan as a six man and working him up to the starting unit, like Elam said, I think that works better than just throwing him into that deep end because we do want these guys to have a progression this year, not just let them get thrown out and overwhelmed. So I think both Breezy and LM's theories about Nolan being a six man or starter can work in hand if he progresses that way this year. We just got to see play
my
out.
thing is if Horty gonna play the vets, which I think he is, but you talk about men on the team, and
Hmm.
that's the most
Right,
curious player on the team to me, because if he's a two guard realistically,
right.
so my thing is he gonna play over Cam in terms of just minutes of rotation and being in the lineup because Horty is not a guy, especially from what I've seen. Shout out to Jay for BK because he met Horty um
Right.
in the
That was funny.
video, but he's not the type of guy. Horty's gonna want to win, and as he should because he's the coach. I mean, he's not gonna go out there with a losing mentality. It's whatever, but. My thing is there going to be a balance between the rookies and the vets playing on the floor, or is
Right.
he going to be playing the full order rookies? Is he going to be a balance between the
Hold,
rookies and the vets? I don't know what the game plan is.
yeah, hold on,
Like,
hold on. Ella. Let's address what Brian said. He said not Zaire at the 6 man. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you Zaire over Nolan, but like say it's a sub. Let more than Zaire come in the game. Let
I
Zaire
think
and
Zaire
Nolan.
starts. I don't think Zaire's going to be the sixth man.
Yeah.
But
Zaires not a
hold on,
I
six
think
man.
he's starting.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right.
actually.
So what do you mean? So you got the starting lineup. Him at the three. You got
I
MPJ at the
got Jaeger. They probably start Jaeger at the one.
right.
Against popular opinion, I think Cam Thomas starts. I think they're gonna start
Nah,
him. So
popular
I'm
opinion.
going against
Popular.
unpopular opinion. I think Cam Thomas starts. So you got Jaeger, Cam Thomas, Zaire, and
MPJ.
PJ Claxton.
Yeah, I can
I
see
think
that.
that's
I
I
can
think
see
that's the
that
lineup.
potentially. Yeah.
I think that's the lineup going in. I mean, at the end of the day, feel how you feel about Cam Thomas, but we do need a scorer in the lineup. It is what it is.
It,
Right.
it
I mean,
it's
you're
gonna
gonna have
be
to.
like when they go to camp and Cam lights them up. They're gonna be like,
Oh,
Bro,
"Why you
we
can't
gonna
start
see.
him?" Because
We
he's
gonna
gonna light
see.
them up.
Training camp is soon. We gonna see.
right.
He gonna light them up.
Training
And
camp is very soon.
right. And LM,
Yep.
I think
It
Terrence will come
starts
off the
tomorrow. Matter of
yeah,
fact.
Yeah.
LM, I think Man will come off the bench with Nolan to be that backcourt off the bench, which I think would be cool to see because having Nolan and Man together, that could give their bench a little fighting chance almost every night because both those guys can score in their own ways. So I think that would be a good backcourt for their bench. And then you have Dayron as his backup center, and then you just have to fill with two other guys. I think that would be a good way for them to utilize their bench because we do want to see Cam boost his value up somewhat because November is an interesting month. He can't be trade eligible till December, so you probably do want to start Cam for that month, November. See what he does. Like literally, you cannot say he can be traded anywhere unless he boosts up said value. So I think that's the right play here. Start Cam and have Nolan and Man be the backup backcourt unit. You know, I think that's the way they should
Yeah.
play at the moment.
I think that's how it should
Yeah,
work. I don't think, especially with
Hold on, hold
Zaire being improved. I don't think Zaire come off the bench. But, no, go ahead, Reese.
on. Nah. I agree. I just think that most times than not, if the starting unit is not playing good, the most I've seen is three subs at one time. So if ideally I would want Nolan, Zaire, and Daron Sharp to come in the game at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And yeah, you could have Clax. Sometimes maybe you have you don't really want MPG at the center because, or really, I don't want him at the power forward, especially on defense because they'll throw him in the post, and you don't want to put more pressure on MPJ back. You know, put him in a situation where he's a small forward on defense. That's why I toggle with the whole him and Zaire thing because I want MPJ to play the three so that way he could just slide his feet. And he's 6'10", so it's what I'm saying, it's hard to shoot over that. You know what I mean? Even if he
That
jump a little, you know what I
that's a
mean?
great question, Bree. So would you start Noah Clowney with Claxton to have two bigs and have Zaire be a backup forward? Because I think that could work too, because
Yeah,
we do have to see what Clowney can do this year. Maybe that is a play too, potentially.
that was yeah, that's the way I was going with it, John. I would have Clowney, MPJ
Hmm.
for the reasons I just said. And again, just slowing it down, you got I don't know, a 6'10" guy at the center, then you got a 6'11" guy at the power forward, then you got a 6'10" guy at the small forward. Automatically we're not a small team. So in
Right.
my opinion, that kind of makes
Not
up for
no
Cam
more. No,
Thomas being a
we're
quote
not a small
unquote
team.
small guard. You know what I'm saying? If you have 3, 6, 9, 6'10" guys from your center to your small forward, you got pretty much a big lineup. You know what I'm saying? Then you put a Cam Thomas there who's 6'3.5" or whatnot. And I've seen him before. I'm 6 foot, and he was taller than me for sure. And I've been around guys 6'1". He taller than 6'1". He not 6'2". 6'3.5", 4'6", 4.5". I give her.
He's
Maybe.
definitely six. He's definitely 6'3" at best.
Yeah, he's six
I don't know
three.
what was the. They were
Yeah,
saying he
Yeah.
was Schroeder's height. He's taller than Schroeder.
Yeah, he
For
yeah.
taller
sure.
than
He taller
Schroeder.
than Schroeder. Yeah, and then I
But
think
I think you're right. I think Nolan comes in for Yegor. If you're talking about Nolan, Zaire, and Daveron on the floor, I
yeah,
think if you subbing them, I take Yegor out, put Nolan in, keep Zaire in the on the floor, and then take Claxton out and put Daveron in.
Yeah,
And
that could
you can
work
see
too.
how
That
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 worked.
could work
And Cam
too.
Thomas probably gonna still be on the floor. So you can see how potentially Nolan and Cam work in the backcourt. I mean, this whole thing is just about,
yeah.
for me, experimentation. Like
Right.
who can work with
Thank
who.
you.
Like
Yo,
just
I
see
Ellen,
what.
think
yes. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you.
it's gonna be
Right.
a 10-man
Just see who works
rotation.
with. Just see who works with who. See which lineups work the best. See who can mesh with who. I mean, at the end of the day, like obviously with Cam, you do want to see regardless of how his story ends here or not, I do want to see how he looks with these guys. Like, how is
Right.
he going to play into the offense with Horty and Yegor and Nolan, and even
Exactly.
if he gonna run pick and rolls with Wolf? Like, I
Exactly.
want to see how that work. Is Wolf gonna
Yo,
find Cam? Like,
this is what
I want
I'm
to see how all
saying.
this
Like,
works.
this is what I'll be trying to say, Brooklyn Ellen. Bro, the media, especially in New York, they try to be bigger than basketball so much. Let these players play together before y'all spin all these narratives about where they should be. See them together. That's why I was so vexed about KD, Kyrie, and Harden because they play less than 20 games together. Not
Right.
just pairing them with KD and Kyrie or Harden and KD or Kyrie and KD. Or you feel what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like mismatching. You feel like socks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, nah. Let me see Cam Thomas in that rotation with these rookies. He's played well with all of the teammates that have been on the team. And him and Claxton, shout to them, man, because they went through a lot of teammates, bro. And that's can't
Yeah.
be easy. They
No,
went
that's
through
not easy.
teammates, they went through coaches. Come on, man. That
I
can't
don't.
that you got to give him some kind of credit for that.
For me this season, no, it's not even about Cam scoring. Like, I already know he's gonna get his buckets. My thing I'm looking for from him this season is one, health. Like, I want to see him play at least 78 games. Like, B, don't get injured before All Star.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right.
and with all the injuries, who knows? Like, if he balls out, I'm not saying it's possible, but he probably could get an All Star slot. I don't know, but
Definitely
realistically,
boost the value up.
be healthy before All Star. Like, at
Fact.
least be healthy during All Star. Don't get injured in December or November. Like, I at least want to see him healthy and play more games, and he could probably get an accolade or two. You know, they count the injuries towards these awards now. So if you out, you pretty much unqualified. So I would like to see him at least healthy for that, and just really playing within the offense. Like, I know he's gonna score. Like, that to me is bar none. But I want to
Right.
see how he, like the Chicago game that he played with the 25 and 10. Like, I want to see if he's gonna do more so of that this season. And if you got that with him this season, then who's to say off season? You know what I'm saying? If he's showing off more of that, who's to say you don't extend him the following off season? And
Right.
he get a bigger bag in a bigger off season where we're gonna have even more cap space. Like, it would make sense for him, and they probably don't trade him at the deadline. Like, oh, okay, we got a whole different version of Cam now. This is the valuable asset. All right, bet we got our guy here. You know, hopefully our hope. You know, people feeling different, but our hope we're not winning that much. But at the same time, it's like if you get a different version of Cam, like we got in that Chicago game, and then the last few games of the season before they sat him out. I think you cooking with fish grease, especially in a game where the guys that we got, they are more so. Yegor is more so the guy that wants everybody to get involved. Like, you might tell Kim, yo, Kim, such and such in the corner, yo, such and such in the cut. I just want these guys to communicate with themselves on the court and just
Yeah.
yell out things that some people can't see. If you see a cutter, yell out, yo, cutter. If you see Dayron or Claxton cutting, yell out the cut. Like, don't just be sitting there, waiting for Horty to run plays and stuff. Like, sometimes, go on the court and initiate certain offenses.
I
Like,
think I
I just
think
want to
I
see that.
think yeah, nah, Ellen, I'm with you. I think Diego shows signs of that. I think he looked like a vocal player. I think he'll get that. I give him that.
LM, you ever thought about coaching, LM? You like have a coach's mindset. You just been describing us all these different experimentation plays. It's like, damn, why can't you be the coach? Because at least you're open and honest about how this team could play. But like Jordy, it's like, oh, we want guys to play with good character, heart, determination. I'm like, bro, I forget about the characteristics. How are they gonna freaking play on the court? And LM, like,
Now he
you
probably
actually
tell him that.
given a
He
vision
probably
potentially of what this
I
team could
think
be
he
I
like. So
think
shout out to
I
you.
think Net fans just want to see a good team, and we've been dying to see a good team for years. Like, yeah, besides the KD era and all that. We have seen that, but as of right now, we want to see good basketball, man. That's what Brooklyn is all about, and we want these rookies and these players to build chemistry, bro. Build chemistry on the court. You see how the Nuggets operate. You see how OKC operate. These guys have been together for years. No more, you know what I'm saying? I would want Cam Thomas to be in that, but no more trading people. Let these guys build their relationships. Let them, build up camaraderie on the court. Let them let them be men. They in the NBA now, bro.
Bro, they
At
gotta
this
win
point in
and
time,
lose together, man. I won't be long when
right.
y'all
They
get
gotta go through the
undefeated.
up and downs. They gotta go through the up and downs. And
Sustainability.
it's not
Sustainability.
gonna be it's not gonna be easy. Every team has been through the up and downs. Look at Detroit, you know what I'm saying? But if that's gonna be us, so be it. I want us to be a team where in the near future everybody is on one accord. That's the coaching staff, that's the players, hopefully the front office. Like everybody needs to be set on one accord. No drama, none of that. Like let's see good basketball for once. And I think it might be up and down this year, but I do believe that these rookies is gonna put on the show for us. I truly do believe. I think Yegor,
I think the
Nolan,
team is
Jay
better than what we
Powell
think they are.
could be. I don't know if it results in a lot of wins, but I think we're gonna see better basketball than last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially by high IQ players now that we drafted. We might see a lot of high IQ basketball. So
Coach LM, you're hired. Wiki start tomorrow. Tomorrow's media day. Good luck, coach.
What y'all got on
Nah,
that?
shout
Leaf
out to
wanna
you,
clear the
LM. Shout
what?
out to you, man.
What y'all got on that media day? What's good, Leaf?
Leaf.
Uh, my bad. I didn't see media day. I didn't. I'm still trying to get a lot of the channels and shit together, bro. I ain't peep media day
Nah,
realistically,
it's
bro.
today.
nah, media day is today. Yeah,
Oh, it's today as we.
It's
Oh,
Tuesday, yeah.
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
It's
Oh,
saying,
today
what
okay.
this
time?
week.
What
Yeah.
time is it where you at? What time is it where you at?
It's 11. Well, man, I'm an hour
Oh,
behind.
it's
So
tomorrow then for you. For you, it's
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know what I mean?
It starts at 10 tomorrow. It starts at 10
Yeah,
tomorrow, but if you have
tomorrow.
yes, it's on at 12, but it starts at 10, I believe.
I
That's
well
only
that means I gotta get the Yes app back on my the Gotham app back on my phone or whatever the shit is. But
Yeah, it's at 12 on yes.
I'll be on about well I guess about what the conversation is about, bro. Well, I don't even know where to start. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like it. Listen, I don't know what the rotations is gonna be. I don't know what the rotations as the season go on is gonna be. I don't know when and where the rookies and the young players are gonna get minutes. I don't know if the vet. It's a lot of shit that's really unknown, bro. Like if 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 it's possible that we'll probably get skin some wins out, man, from some teams that's just going through the motions and shit, kind of like last year. And we'll come and we'll have chat rooms like this, and we'll have podcasts like this where we swear to God that the Nets could do something. But then when real comp show up, bro, like when we just looking, then we gonna come back and have our kumbaya moments and shit. So I
we
mean,
shall
yeah,
overcome.
yeah. So I mean, but with everything that Ellen was saying about teams being on together for years and years or whatever, and all of that and all the chemistry, that is a true statement. But then again, it's more than one way to skin a cat in the NBA. And I'm not saying what we should do or what I think we gonna do. I ain't saying none of that shit no more, man. Like I ain't. I've come to a resolve, bro, that we some shit and we probably gonna be some shit for another year and another 3 to 700 to 1,000 days. It is what it is, bro. Like I mean, listen, I'm just glad to be in here with y'all. We'll talk the shit out, man. Like a lot of times, man, I've come to that resolve, man. Like I mean, I get too many headaches these days, man. Just thinking about what the hell we supposed to do and what we could do, bro.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I done stacked up on Tylenol left and right, bro. Like this shit is ridiculous.
This team gonna give you a heart attack every now and then, man.
Yeah.
Nah, my heart is fine, man. My Ukrainian is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what's fucked up.
I shout out all Brooklyn Nets fans that are about to be put through this 82 game massacre, because shout out to you if you can remain a Nets fan throughout this tough, adverse season. You are a real one through and through. And I hope at the end of the year the Nets get rewarded, because
Man,
really
listen,
it's
you-
not
you
just the
saying-
core that's getting tested, it is the base that is getting tested as well.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that lottery messed up
You
my
saying the
mental health.
core?
I ain't gonna hold you.
What core and what base?
The Flatbush
They-
5 and the Brooklyn base. That's pretty much what I was clarifying.
bro, you basically
I think the
putting-
lottery messed up my mental health. I'm not even
You
gonna.
bet, bro.
Once I
That's
saw the eight,
bro. Like
I was done.
calling it, referring it to a base or five or whatever, bro. It's like putting deodorant on somebody that refused to shower, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, we're trying to find something here. I mean, the Flatbush 5 is the nucleus of what something
It
could
is,
be.
bro. As
We have to look
of
at.
this, until they show something, bro. It is an absolute shit show. Like
No,
we
that's
know
fair.
it to
I'll give it
be.
to you. That's fair. That's being fair. But we
Like
definitely had a hope that something could
I'm
happen
not
there.
throwing no stock in nothing no more, bro. Like the hell with that, man. Like I'm not. I've thrown stock into one thing consistently, bro, and it ain't here. So fuck. So
So Leaf, are
screw
we
that.
getting this season? Are we getting its top three? That's it, Rants this year, or
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm
It's the
not. We
box
not. We
on
not.
nothing, bro.
We not. We not. I'm not. And the reason why I'm not getting that, bro, is because the whole time I was doing that, I forgot how the NBA do business, bro. Like I lost track of that. You know what I'm saying? So like when you reset your mind and remind yourself that the NBA is a business at the end of the day, and they in the business of doing something for somebody that did something for them, a lot of Dallas Mavericks, bro. Like then you'll understand better, bro. Like what this means. You'll understand better why we got the number 8 pick, which is historically mid compared to all the other picks in the top 10, bro. Like, I mean, if you're gonna tell me that we did all of this, bro, like, and then the NBA just said, you know what, yeah, let's give these niggas the number 8. That's basically telling me, bro, like, the people that we trying to get to do us a favor, they can't be trusted. So we have to figure out a way to do favors for ourselves. So kind of like how we did, bro, when we got Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, and then when Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving magically said yes. Now I'm not saying go out and go get free agents. I'm not saying go out and go get trades. I'm just saying we're gonna have to make something shake on our own. We're gonna have to turn chicken shit into chicken salad somehow, some way.
I agree with you, Leaf. But the only thing logical the Nets can do is if you have the worst record, you are guaranteed at least top
Oh,
5.
there you
Nothing,
go with
nothing
the
less than
worst
that.
record.
No, Scott, listen. I know you hate to hear that, but Scott, the one thing that is guaranteed, the NBA can't even do this wrong if they tried. If we're the worst record, at least you get top 5, which is better than top 8, top 10, top 12, whatever you want to call it. I will take that. If that's the best I can get in a horrible season, that's the best you can get right now.
All right. So based on team needs, and we're looking at our team, and we didn't fill this team up. Remember, we done filled this team up with guards, bro. So we basically in the position to go pick 5s and 4s. How does that help us, bro, when it's time to go pick up the
I got a
Bonsa
name for you.
or
I got a
Carlos
name for you,
or
Leaf.
Boozer?
Leaf, I got a name for you.
Don't give me no name, bro.
Tunde Yasu. You gotta look to that guy, man. That dude could be Ant-Man 2.0, bro. And if he is not drafted at the top 4, we got the 5th pick. He's somebody to look out for. Scott, what is up with you, Scott? Scott, have you seen the highlight package? Ice.
So
Send
hold
Scott the
on,
highlight package of Tunde Yasu.
wait, John,
And the kids believe in me, friends.
It's gonna be a terrible season.
John, slow down. You just said Ant-Man 2.0. We going after another guard?
Bro, oh my God.
no. I think to be fair, I think it depends. Listen, regardless of how y'all feel about the lottery or not, we have a pick in it. So either way,
Thank
whatever,
you, LM.
We do have a pick in it, bro. But like based on our history, it's gonna be a lottery pick, but it ain't gonna be the lottery pick that we looking for. We only got one, and we only get one shot to get this right
My
this
thing
year.
is,
Leaf,
my
you
thing,
don't know that, Leaf.
my
You don't know that.
I don't.
Yo,
Yeah,
we
you
I
got
don't
we
know
really
it,
don't
bro.
know
Go
that.
look at the
but my thing is,
draft
my
board.
thing,
yo.
my thing is,
So
Bro,
we
you
got
don't know
big.
what the
We
next
got
draft
but
is
one. We
gonna
look,
got
draft.
one
You don't.
first
but
round pick and 3 second rounds. What are
Yo,
we
li-
talking
listen.
but
about?
So
but
we
You
got
look,
don't
big.
know
right?
what the next one
So
gonna be. You don't know what
so
the
let me
next one.
guess. We gonna move up in the draft. Let me hear.
No,
Let's
no,
say
no.
I lead
I
running.
would think,
I'm not focused on 2026, bro. I'm focused on game one. You know.
Yeah.
right, but at the same
Why am I
time,
focused
if
on
we,
game one? Game one gonna be some shit.
but look, right? If we gotta, for me, it's not about. I ain't. It is what it is. If we get top either or not, I really don't care. The fact of the matter
Oh,
is, we got a pick, and wherever we land in the East, wherever that pick lands, we're gonna have to use it.
that's
Doesn't
right.
matter
That's it.
who it is, we're
Thank
gonna
you.
have to use the pick.
Thank
So
you.
regardless of where it lands, it is what it is. The
Thank you.
only good thing for me that comes out of this is
Oh,
the fact that the top 10 is elite. So if we in the top 10,
Is this
I'm
the
Goop.
part? Is this the part where somebody tell me, man, let Sean Marks cook?
Oh no,
I ain't saying that.
Leaf. Wait,
oh,
can I just say this? So we have Big Fan Breezy the optimist, and we got Leaf the pessimist. Let's keep that in check. Belief, you're my guy no matter what, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, Leaf, we are at the deeper end. The Brooklyn Bays, the last 10 years, have been put through the craziest roller coaster ride that no team would want to be a
oh.
part of. And our only shot next year of changing this whole thing around is getting a franchise guy. Yes, the odds look tough for us, but you know what? Maybe there's that small 5% chance it will change. And no matter what happens, I still have
What?
a 5% chance that things will change because they
So
have to
so
leave. There's only
so
going
hold
up
on.
from here
So
at this
hold on.
point.
So you telling me to lean on the hope creed? That's
No,
what you did.
leave.
That's what you like, you bro. You lean. You telling me. Are you telling me that I need to lean on the hope creed of this percentage shit, bro? Like, and this is what I hate about and this is what I hate about the quote unquote tankers section of the Nets fan base.
Yeah,
This
me
is the like
too. I
this
don't
is
like
like
it.
this whole we got a percentage. If we finish with the worst record, bro, like the
It
NBA
don't.
can't deny us
You get top
top
five if you're
five.
the worst record, which is better than nothing at this point.
Right. I understand that, but
Hold
the
on, hold on,
problem
hold
is
on, John.
the problem.
Wasn't
Hold on,
Utah
wait.
bottom five? Wasn't Utah the worst team last year?
Yeah.
And they got Ace
Yeah.
Where did
Bailey.
all
Like, come
right, all right,
on.
all
Like, what are
right,
we doing
right,
here?
right. And
Oh.
where did they land at?
They landed at five.
And who did they get?
Oh, and they got Ace Bailey leave. So what are you
Listen.
talking about? That's the worst case scenario
Okay,
for
all
We
us.
don't
right,
know
all
John,
if
right.
It's
not
Ace
not
even
the
the
worst
Bailey
case
gonna.
scenario.
but the point the
Man,
Remind me.
Atlanta is
Okay, all
cooking
right.
low key.
Hold,
Yo,
no, he
Alex,
ain't.
no
coach
hold
No, he
on,
LA.
ain't.
but
Fuck
No, he
coach
ain't.
Yes, he
No, he
LA.
ain't.
is.
What's
No,
going
he ain't.
on?
Because I'm about to bury this, bro. Who in the
I
top
don't
five of
know.
this
I
upcoming
don't
draft?
know.
I'm about to bury this. Give me a second, bro. Like,
Thank
hold
you,
on. Let me go get the
please.
shovel. And who in the top five has ace? Who in the top five after the three
The
players that we've
first
been
three.
talking about has Ace Bailey's talent at number five? Go ahead and tell me something.
let
Go
me
ahead and
ask
tell
you
me the
this.
name of
What
somebody I
let
don't
me
know.
ask you this. Let me ask you
He bury
this.
you,
Are they
Brooklyn LM. He's
hold
still
on, right?
alive. He's still
Right,
alive.
hold on. Let me ask you this: are they 24 years old yet? Are they 26? Are they 27? No, right? They 19. We don't know who's going to be better than who. We have to give them years.
This is
We don't know who's going to
here's the
be
I
better
don't
thing.
want
than
to
who.
rhyme. I
Hold on,
just need to talk to
wait.
y'all.
Hold on, LM.
We don't.
LM, hold
Cooper
on.
Flag might be the best. We don't know. VJ
Hold
might be
on,
better than Cooper Flag in the next few years.
hold
We
on.
don't know.
Hold on. That's kind of worrisome, bro. Because by the before last year's draft, before this Cooper draft was even set, everybody was telling me about the next year's draft, the top 10 gonna be even more crazier than this draft. How come 2 years before Cooper got drafted, we knew who Cooper, Dylan, and Ace was? How come? And
Because
how
we
come
saw
we
them
only
play in
know about Pete?
college.
How come we know about? How come? No. We know about some of these players since high school. Let's keep it a buck.
No. The people who watch the draft know who the rest of the players are. Those three are just the criminal crop. It ain't we niggas. It's not like niggas didn't know who Knuckle was. It's not like people didn't know who
Okay,
VJ was. It's not like people didn't know who these guys
hold
were.
on, LM,
It's just those three was the guy. Hold on, let
LM.
me finish. Those three were the three guys that was projected to be the best players in that draft.
Right.
Now, do we are they? We don't know. VJ can be better than Dylan. Knuckle can be better than VJ. We have no freaking idea. which is why we have to see how
Does
their
anybody in here
careers
believe that
play
DJ
out.
Concanepa could be
And if we
better
have
than
the
Dillon?
worst record, we get a top 5 pick, no less. So,
Oh
Leaf,
And
you
my
that
just
ten,
got to see it play
and
god.
out,
that
Leaf.
and that
Got to see
and
it play
that
out.
tenth pick can be better than them all.
No, whoa, Scott, have you seen next year's
The
draft?
tenth pick,
That's
We
true.
in the
drafted
league can
That's
be
Day
better
that's
than them
true.
Hospital.
all.
We
That's
might
true.
win
You
this draft,
can't
potentially, Scott.
go
No,
into
no,
the
no. I don't
league
even. I don't
thinking
even think it's about the number anymore. It's about
it's
who
not.
we. It's about who Sean Marks picks.
Wrong.
That's
It's
what people.
about your
That's what people.
Leaf,
skill. It's
why you
That's
what
what
gotta
you
bring
people.
you
my
gotta have
That's
a
what
Yankee
people is
plan.
spirit,
missing. That's
Leaf?
what
Come
people is
on.
missing here.
Don't bring
That's
Yeah,
that
what
they,
guy up.
everybody is
Don't bring
missing
him
here.
up.
It's about who Sean Marks
no,
ends
Yes,
up
we know.
picking.
It's
He's
not.
leave,
It's not.
horrible.
It's
It's not
not.
about
leave,
the number no more.
Not. It's
leave,
not.
leave. They think that just because you number one, you're the better player in the draft. That's what they think.
That's
That's what
usually
they've
the
been. They've been
consensus,
thinking
dog.
that
That's
is
usually the
not.
consensus. Yes, it is. Who's better than
No,
it
no,
in
no.
his
Hold on.
draft?
Wait. Scott. Scott. Hold on. I think we getting confused here. I'm not arguing number one. I'm not even arguing number two. That 3 to 10 range. That 3 to 10 range. If you want to say 3 to 5, bro, if you want to argue that, that's fine. But outside of that, here's where the problem lies.
Michael
When you
Jordan is the best player in NBA
no,
that I've
wait.
seen, and he wasn't number
I'm
one.
getting somewhere. Hold on, wait. I'm getting somewhere with this. If we just had a draft where we had 5 first round picks and we picked all these players with the same archetype, we done picked multiple guards, and then we end up out of this year, and then the NBA just says, you know what, the Nets. We know AJ, we know the Bonds are gonna go first. We know Bulls are gonna go second. You know what? Let's give the Nets the 5th pick. They finished with like second worst record. Even though they need a power forward, fuck them. We don't just let them. We gonna just give them the 5th pick. F them.
We do know you
Even though
can
they
get a
need a
five.
4,
You do know you can get a five,
Wait,
a four,
wait. You know what,
five
Leaf?
at the
You
five pick.
we're not getting the
wait,
4 that we want. That's the
Leaf,
problem.
Leaf.
It
You want
doesn't matter. The top 10. I listen. The top 10 itself, it's full of
Oh
wings.
man.
It's full
wait.
of
Oh my God.
wings.
Wait, Leaf. You
Besides
want?
five
Wait,
picks,
Leaf.
People
you
keep
can get
telling
your
me.
five it doesn't matter. You're probably not gonna get the third pick, but who cares? There's other elite prospects at
Wait,
the top 10.
wait. Oh my God, Leaf. You want
We
answers?
gonna get
Wait.
put in a position where we gonna have to pick probably
Me
Darren
personally, I
Peterson
would
or
like a Caleb Wilson on this
we
team.
go we gonna
Wait, 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 Leaf.
watch we gonna get put in a predicament where we gonna have to pick the best player
Wait, Leaf.
available, which is
Leaf.
probably
You
a
want?
guard, and then we gotta go with need when we go with a 4, and he wind up not hitting because Sean
Wait,
Marks drafted him.
wait,
That's the
Leaf.
type of luck we got, bro.
Wait, Leaf. You want some
Oh,
answers
it's
about
not
this?
I'm
even.
done discussing
One
this
second.
draft shit
Leaf.
with y'all niggas, bro.
Wait,
Like I
Leaf, you
swear
want
I
some
am.
answers about this draft? Why don't we ask the Scout Mo, a guy who is very in tune with this draft?
It's,
Ice, why don't you tell about some names that you guys get familiar with about this draft,
Oh
please?
boy.
Let's hear
You
from
said some,
Ice.
you said some names that you want to get familiar with. First, there's a lot of names. Like I'm saying to you, saying like the top 10 is tough.
I'm gonna
Like
need
the
a
top 10
Percocet
right
after
now
this
is tough.
shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And even after see like Leaf, I don't think you understand what's going on, right?
Do we
Right?
understand?
When you knew about Coop, people knew about AJ. So when you found out about Coop, people was already on AJ and Darren Peterson, right?
Exactly.
Now that they're in the NBA, right? Everybody's like, okay, like since last year, since Coop was in college, AJ has been better than Coop. It was said Darren Peterson has been better than Coop. Maybe even Cam Boozer. He probably would have went 4 in this draft, and Nate Ament probably would have went 5 in this draft. You know what I'm saying? So they were saying already that these 3 players was already better than Coop, supposedly. You know what I'm saying?
That's 3
what was
players
said
that's
already.
not gonna be on the Nets. Go
And
ahead, keep on.
Right? So now in this draft, like they saying, AJ, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, Nate Ament is tough. Kareem Lopez, I don't know if you seen his highlights going crazy on the internet. I don't know if you don't pay attention like that. So Kareem Lopez playing for New Zealand right
I'm
now.
not. I'm not paying attention no more, bro. Because the NBA already told us how they feel about our
Yeah, but
draft. Our draft, bro. Like
yeah,
that's
but
why. I'm
The
not
they,
NBA
focused.
is
I'm
not
not
the
I'm
NBA.
not.
It's not the
You
Scott,
not
NBA,
finna.
and
You
bro.
Leaf.
not finna. You not finna try to sneak me in a movie theater,
It's
bro. That
not
I
the it's
can't get
not the
clearance to.
NBA,
Leaf,
bro.
Leaf. If we have
I
the
don't know how much we gotta tell y'all
You can
when
tell
you
me
going
anything
into
you
a
want, bro.
when you going into a
If we
when
end up
you
with the
going
wrong nigga,
let me
it don't
finish.
matter.
Leaf,
If
if
we're
we have the
going into
worst
a
record,
draft,
top five. If you have the
Stop
worst record, I'm
telling me
just gonna say
about
that to
top.
you.
Stop telling me
if you're
about
going
top
into a
five in
draft
these
if you
Then
records.
what do you
If we
want,
if you
Leaf? What do you want from this draft if top five
if
is
you
not even
going
good for you at this point?
if you're going
bro,
into a draft,
you
right?
know what I want. You know what I want from this draft, bro? Nothing, because
Ah,
we ain't gonna get nothing from
I
this
got a
past
round
draft.
applause for Leaf. He wants nothing. Hey, Leaf, thank you so
No,
hold
much.
on,
Go
John.
ahead.
no.
If you going into a draft with eighth odds, if you go into a draft with it as the sixth best odds, we literally that season looked up the history and the percentages of the teams in that spot who get the eighth pick. Everybody in here was on some kumbaya ish. Yo, they're not gonna do the Nets like that. Nah, they not doing that. I was like, yo, the eighth pick, that's what you get when you at that spot.
That's
I
what I
don't think they're
said
gonna
too,
do us a
LM.
solid.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
they're
said
gonna
the
do
same
us that
thing.
solid. What did we get? Eighth pick.
Right,
Why? Because we were the sixth best team. That's the
right,
odds. That's how it's always been. Ain't
right,
shit changed since
right,
2019. It's just a
right.
simple fact, bro.
Listen,
And,
The
and
teams that y'all was
I'm
talking
not
about
arguing
all
that.
got higher picks than us.
I think,
Utah was five,
bro.
Charlotte was four. Like, let's
LM,
stop. Let's stop.
you talking about something that you was right
You got
about that
hoops
I'm
on the
not
panel.
arguing, bro.
You
I'm
got hoops.
over that. This is one of the reasons, bro, why I don't care about the record no more. I don't care about what happens no more. I've heard time and time again on our way to the draft, that Sean Marks was gonna make the room shake. Sean Marks have room to do this and do that. Sean Marks was gonna move up in the draft. We got room. Yo, we could move up in the draft. We could trade up. We could do this and we could do that, bro. We could go from we could trade all these picks and get the
Leaf,
10th pick. We
everybody
could trade
knows
all
his
these picks
dad
and
is
get the
Sean.
12th
Leaf. You don't
pick.
have to tell
This,
us
that,
Leave,
and the
this.
third.
leave
And none of
my
that
argument.
shit happened.
My
Leaf,
Yo, hold on,
argument.
hold on. Yo,
His
Leave
guys,
my
what's
daddy's
good? What's good?
job.
What's good, man?
Oh, Hoops is on the show.
What's good,
Ruh-roh.
man?
Hold on, let me
BK, I
introduce.
don't even know why you here. Be
Hold on, hold
honest
on,
with
hold
you,
on,
bro.
hold on, man. Yo, let me introduce the. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Don't do that. Yo, shout to Hoops, man.
Hey, Hoops.
Hoops.
What's good? What's good,
Shout to
guys?
Hoops.
What's
He got
good?
a
What's
page.
good?
He got a page. He got a book. He's a content creator like me. He got a Nets page. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want Nets content, y'all could go to BKLY Hoops page just as well as you can come to this page or Leaf page or Ice page.
I
Excuse me,
appreciate
or
that.
Scott's page. You know what I'm saying? We all content creators trying to grow our channel. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hoops. Thank you for joining the panel. What's good with you, Hoops?
What's good, man? Leaf is just demoralized, and I don't blame him, man. Shaw Marks has so many failures. So y'all can't really blame Lee for being like
Right,
not
right.
overly optimistic when it comes to Sean Marks, man.
No, that's true.
No,
That's
no,
true.
we're not blaming Leaf, but if we talking about something and we explaining something, you can't down it. If you're not into it, you're
Right,
not
right.
into it. You know what I mean? Like it's either
That's
you want
true.
to understand it or you don't. Like that's
He not,
what it
he
is.
not
Bro,
even
listen, that's
Bro,
all you
no,
heard from
it's
Sean
not,
Marks was
I
talk,
understand
talk.
it. I understand everything that y'all saying, bro. But I'm not window shopping this year, bro. Like, I'm through with that. I'm not looking through a glass door of a door that we have no key for. We
Leave,
don't
that's
have no key to
fine.
get in
But
that
we
door.
Listen,
leave that. Hold on, leave. That's fine. My sentiments is for the people who are coming up here talking about, yo, the league screwed us. No, nigga, you entered the draft with the sixth best odds, and you thought
Right,
you was going to get a top three pick. Are you
right,
stupid? That
right,
hasn't happened since 2019. That hasn't
right,
happened in the history of any team that has the sixth best odds.
so
It's
Dallas
never
had
Right.
happened.
all
and
right,
they didn't
all right.
tank
So
for
you
him.
talking about that number? You just
That
talking
was
about having the
so
sixth
hold
best
on,
No,
odds.
no,
hold on. Wait,
hold on. I'm
LM.
saying if hold on, let me finish. I'm saying if you don't care about the draft, I'm not sitting here saying you should. I'm not saying y'all gotta care. Y'all really don't. I would agree. That's what messed me up too. I'm just saying
No.
For the Nets fans that are Nets fans, don't be coming up here saying the league screwed us when we entered the lottery with the 6 best odds. Of course,
because
we
they
was getting
didn't tank
8.
properly.
Yeah,
Because they didn't
no,
tank
no,
properly.
no, no.
Wait,
There's
Scott,
no
wait,
such thing as
no,
tank
wait, Scott,
properly.
Scott, wait. Can I just say some history?
Oh my
Wait, one
It
second,
ain't no
God!
Scott,
such
Scott.
thing as tank
Wait,
properly when Dallas ended up with
wait.
the
Can I just
number
say this
one
one
pick.
quick thing?
Oh,
Wait, Scott, can I
Dallas
say this
traded
one quick
Luka
thing
to
to
the
last
It
you?
ain't
two
no,
Lakers, bro.
drafts.
it ain't
Wait,
no
wait,
such.
wait,
The
How did
last two drafts.
how did San Antonio that had more? How did
wait.
San Antonio that had 30 wins? They had 30 wins and they ended up with number two.
And Philly was a bottom 5 team, and they got 3.
Yeah, but then Dallas,
Dallas and San Antonio won
Dallas
30
traded
plus games.
Luka.
How
Dallas
did they
traded
even
West
come
Coast.
to?
Luka.
Listen, two West Coast teams.
Dallas traded Luka.
As
Dallas
strong as the
How do you
traded
West
explain
Coast
San
is.
Luka.
Antonio then?
Why would you
Dallas
give them
traded
the
How do you
two
explain
number
the
Luka.
one
Spurs?
picks?
Hold on, hold on,
Explain
Dallas
the
traded
Spurs to me.
Luka, bro.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
that
no.
ain't got nothing to
Explain the
do with
Spurs at
it.
number two to me.
You,
Can I
It
say
Explain that.
shouldn't have nothing
one
to do
mic?
with it.
One mic.
Hold on. It's like I'm saying, it's all about what number you are and what kind of luck you have. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's luck all the
No,
time.
wait, Scott.
It's luck all
hold
the
No,
on,
wait,
hold
time.
Scott.
on.
Scott, before
let
Dallas
him
has some
finish,
luck.
bro.
Atlanta has some luck, right? Dallas has some luck. Atlanta has some luck. And for us, landing at 6 is because, like I'm saying, the reason why somebody pointed out to me is that Claxton hit one game winner. I forget about who, and that changed everything from one win, like PT was saying. So one win made one big difference of where we landed at 5 because we would have tied with Philly and we would have took the 5th spot, and that would have gave us the 3rd spot. So it's all about
Nobody in
what
here
you play.
explained the Spurs at number two to me.
man. They ain't got
wait,
no business to
can,
be in the
Nobody in here
lottery.
explained the
So
wait,
Spurs
so
at
Lee.
number two to
let
me.
me say this though. To Lee's point about the Spurs, I agree with BS. But what I'm not saying is BS is Philly at 3. I'm not saying that's BS because they was a bottom 5 team, and the bottom 5 team has always had chances of getting the top 3 pick. So that to me is not BS. If you want to talk San Antonio, cool. That was some nonsense. Niggas shouldn't even be there. But
Can I say this
Philly,
one thing to Scott? LM, can I say this one
I'm
No,
thing to
not.
I'm
I'm
Scott?
just
not
Scott,
saying
Scott,
it's
saying.
wait,
BS.
Scott,
I'm just
Scott, you meant,
saying you can.
wait, can I say
I
this one thing
don't.
to
I don't
Scott?
agree with the word "but" when
No,
it
but wait,
comes to that.
wait,
But go
Scott, can I say
ahead.
this one? Before the month of February, the Nets were tied with the 4th best odds with the Hornets. We went on that winning month. We got the 6 odds. Like Elam said, statistically, don't do well for a team with 6 odds. You're likely getting an 8th pick. If we would have stood pat and actually committed to a direction last year, we probably potentially could have positioned ourselves for a way better chance at
We can
top pick,
say
but
that
we
about
didn't.
Dallas.
No,
We
Scott,
can say
Scott,
that
Scott,
about
come on, come on,
Dallas.
Scott.
Hold on. Let Hoops respond, please. Go ahead, Hoops.
When it comes to the draft, from what I understand, it's actually like a raffle, so we just don't know, right? Um, Anybody can get it, right? Like someone with the lowest odds can actually win the actual, let's say, the lottery, like the top 1, 2, and 3, and someone with the highest odds can actually win too. So I don't know if it was rigged or not, right? You don't want Cooper Flag in Dallas. You would want him in like Los Angeles, like a bigger market than Dallas, even though Dallas is somewhat of a big
Well,
market. But it's not New York or LA. Same thing when it goes to Zion. You don't want Zion in in the Pelicans or anything like that, man. So Sean Marks took a chance. It's a gamble, and he failed.
Well,
How
took
he
5
failed if they
gambles.
haven't played a
Took 5
game yet,
gambles.
BK?
What are you talking about?
What you saying? Sean Marks
He
failed. How
talking
did he
about the
fail if he
lottery.
Yeah,
didn't
when it
get?
comes to the draft, he did. He didn't get the top 1, 2, or 3 pick. I mean,
Well,
he
that's
got
Nah,
one
not
of
Because
the
he
it.
didn't
you don't.
tank right.
Nah, so just because you
It's
didn't get
not a
the
failure.
top 1, 2, or 3 pick doesn't mean you failed.
That's a
You know what I'm
failure,
saying?
man. That's a
Nah,
failure.
Hold on, hold on.
So,
It
BK,
doesn't say fail.
no,
so,
They
so
got
you
BK,
money.
telling me? So
hold
you
on, hold
telling
on,
me?
BK,
They
hold
said
on,
So
fail.
hold
They
up,
got
hold up,
money.
hold up, hold up. I
hold on.
need to ask
BK.
this.
All 30
Y'all
teams don't
telling
go
me
to
that
a
Dallas
draft
and
to get
San,
the top 3 picks,
y'all
bro.
telling me that Dallas and San Antonio tank right? That's why they got number 1 and number 2.
Exactly. There you go.
No. That's what I'm
No.
saying.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
okay, but so that means the criteria for them to
Bro,
get
why
number 1
is
and number 2.
Dallas in this
Hold on,
argument? Dallas shouldn't even
Exactly.
be in
It's
this
about
argument.
Brooklyn. It's not
Because they
about
hold
got
on, hold
Dallas.
on.
Cooper
Why
I'm
is
not.
Flag.
Dallas in this
No, no, no,
argument?
no,
They
no,
Niggas
no,
got
act
no.
like
Cooper
Hold
they
on.
fit
Wait.
Flag.
there.
Wait.
Now I gotta explain because now in the course of the word tanking, bro, Dallas does belong in this argument. Even though they did do the league a favor, technically they did not tank. They were a play-in team playing a play-in game live on ESPN and they got the #1 overall pick anyway.
Thank you. And it
Wait,
happened more than
Leaf. Why
once.
do we get the
And it
6 odds, Leaf? Wait,
And it
answer me
happened
this, Leaf.
more than
Why do we get the
once.
6
I'm
odds?
done with
Leave.
the
What you
hold on, wait.
saying?
Six odds.
That
What you
odds
saying?
don't
Don't
matter,
override the
bro.
fact that they did the league a
Why
favor,
did we
bro.
get the 6 odds, Leaf? Tell me why did we get the 6 odds? Was it because we
No,
tanked
they
or because we didn't know
didn't.
what we were
It
doing? Tell
happened
me what it
more
was.
than once.
No, come
It
on,
happened
Scott.
more
This
than
is hold
once.
on, wait,
We didn't
John.
tank properly. We did not tank properly.
John. Hold on. This is not about tanking properly, bro.
Oh
Because
man.
if the Spurs and the Mavericks are in front of us, then the tanking properly business goes out the window, bro. They
Thank
cheated.
If we
you.
had the
They
4th odds, who we
cheated.
drafting? Wait, Leaf,
Yeah,
if we had
they
the 4th
drafted
odds, who we
Yo,
drafting?
let me ask y'all a question. Do all 30 teams go to the draft to select top 3 and then everybody goes home?
No.
No, of course not.
Exactly
I always said
my
there's
point.
talent everywhere in the draft.
But
It
the
doesn't,
fact of the matter is we not
which even
nobody
doubles
goes
down what I'm saying.
we talk hold on. We talk about Halliburton all the time, and we talk about Shea being picked at 11. If that was the case, them niggas wouldn't even be in the NBA because it's a top 3 draft and everybody goes home.
No.
LM,
No.
The point that you're missing about this whole conversation is that this upcoming draft, this 2026 draft that's taking place, is all about what we need. Obviously, everybody in here could agree that we need something in the front court. Correct.
A wing. I would like a wing. Yes, I would like a wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either
And there's plenty of wings in the top 10.
Listen, I understand that, but at the same time, bro, how many of them niggas do we actually want or know?
Oh boy.
What draft?
I'm sure they're on the scouting list. Jago was projected to go
Because everybody like
top
to tell me
5
about
next
players
year?
that I don't know about. They like to put me on, bro. All I heard was 3 names, bro, since we got here.
You want the names?
What you mean 3 names? There's a whole bunch of names in
Bro,
2026.
listen, like I said, I'm not making the same mistake twice, bro. I'm waiting for the draft lottery. I'm waiting for the draft lottery, bro. Then I'm making my decision there.
Hold on. For what draft? Leave you talking about? What names do you want? Which draft?
What do you mean? What names? You keep telling me it's 10 niggas. I keep hearing the same 3 names. I keep hearing Peterson, Boozer, DeBonsa. That's all I keep hearing.
Because those are the top 3 prospects of the draft, bro.
Did I not say Tunde Yasufu like 20 minutes ago? And Leaf's like, who is that? Like, oh my gosh.
There's players, bro. Like,
Nah, man, listen, I don't blame Leaf, man. I mean, he's funny.
Oh my gosh. Stop it,
I don't
Leaf.
blame him.
Stop.
He's thinking the way he's thinking.
Hold on. Just don't like I'm just saying. Those are the top 3 buzzing names right now, right? Those are the names, just like Flag, just like Ace and Dylan. Those are the names that's at the top for sure. They might stay right exactly where they at. Order might change, but they might stay where they at. So it's like Naderman, like John was saying, kind of like, I wouldn't say KD, but KD like 6'10", 6'11", tall,
Right.
handle, shoot. He
Thank you,
went back and forth
JDJ.
with AJ. He went back and forth with Darren Peterson. He drops hella buckets. You know what I'm saying? 3 balls, light work to him. Kareem Lopez. Hold on, like I said, his highlights been going crazy, and the Nets already been scouting him like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Scouting everybody in the top 10.
Hold on. Time out. We gotta hold on. Shout to the chat. W chat. JDJ said they trust the process. Philadelphia 76ers tank from 2013 through 2017 and don't have a thing to show for it. Did they tank right?
No.
Talk your shit,
JDJ, how many wins does the Nets got against the how many wins JDJ, answer this. How many wins does the Nets have against the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs?
Oh, that's not fair.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Why's that not fair?
No, Greg
That's not
fair. He is cooking tonight.
Oh, why's that not fair though? Why's that not fair though?
That
question don't have nothing to do
Oh,
with
why that's not fair?
How many wins they had when we
that
had the
question don't have
KD?
nothing to do with the Nets.
Why
That's
that's
why
not
it's
fair
not
though?
fair.
Why that's not fair though?
How many
Because
wins
that
did
question
Philly
don't have
have
nothing to
when
do
we
with
had
the Nets. It
KD?
has everything to do with the
And Joel
Philadelphia
Embiid
76ers.
on one leg is better than half his entire roster.
Just to be
Yeah, I agree with
Nah.
you. But what did the Philadelphia 76ers do? I'm not focused on Joel. I'm not focused on
nothing.
I'm not
They
focused on
went
Ben
further than
Simmons.
us.
Yeah, they did.
But they didn't do nothing though. They ain't got
Scott,
nothing to
well,
show
no.
for
Scott,
it.
they
Bunch
actually
of
have
teams in the
drafted
league
people.
ain't
They
do
didn't win the
nothing.
championship.
That's not no
So they-
argument, bro.
That's not. That's not.
Scott, have they
That's like saying what did
I have a
Atlanta
question for
do and they
Scott.
only made the
I
Eastern
have a question for
Conference
Scott.
Finals?
Scott,
That's
have they
unfair.
drafted better than Brooklyn has? They got Tyrese Maxey, a guy who we could have
They got Ben Simmons,
No,
man.
wait, Scott. Do we
And
not trade? Wait, Scott, do we not trade
And
that
they got 2
19th pick?
All-Stars to show
Ellen, one
for it,
second.
bro.
Ellen, one second. Scott, do we not trade that 19th pick,
And
which
they
you
made the
couldn't?
second round just like Katie and Kyrie
One
did.
second.
Yep.
Just like a lot of teams in the East.
Scott, do we
Let
not?
Jonathan finish. Let
Wait,
Jonathan finish.
Scott, did we not trade that 19th pick for Landry Shamet when we could have used that pick to get Tyrese Maxey? Did we not? Did we not make that miscalculated mistake when we had that pick to potentially draft him, but Philly did? Tell me, Scott, what have we done better than them from that perspective? They actually have hit on a few
Landry
guys.
Shamet ain't better than Tyrese Maxey.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas keep saying, what do we do? Like, we didn't get the last time we was in the playoffs, we got bounced by Boston.
Yeah, what are we talking
Like,
about here?
what are y'all talking about?
The last time we was in the playoffs, we got bounced by Philly.
Drafter. Wait,
We
can I
got
say
bounced by Philly, actually,
wait.
Ellen, bro. Like, and we got swept. with the
Whatever. Exactly my point. Who's the team that bounced us?
If we are being honest with ourselves, Sean
But
Marks is a B-
that has nothing to
drafter
do with
at
the
best.
question, though.
Sean
Like,
Marks
That
not
has
an
nothing
A+.
to do
It has everything to do with the question because the Nets don't have that much.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Brooklyn,
I
yes, it
understand. You
does.
tried to put the
Yes, it
Nets in
does.
it. You tried to nudge the Nets in it, bro. But the question was from 2013 to 2017. I don't think we played them in
Leaf,
the in
they
between that
drafted
time.
Tyrese Maxey. We traded that pick for Landry freaking Shamet.
The thing is that question, to answer that question, is how they built that team. Ben Simmons was an all NBA player. Embiid was an all NBA
player.
Exactly. That's what they got. That's how they built their team.
You talking about what they got to show? You talking about what they got to show for
What
it?
they got
At the
to
end
show
of the
for
day,
it. At the same thing
they
that the
still
Nets
got
got to
better
show
players
for
on
a
they.
second round exit.
No, but that's not.
They've been to a third round
No,
before.
they had a.
Yeah,
They
no,
had.
the Philly
If I'm not
hasn't been to a
mistaken.
third round since AI, bro. You better check that again.
Hold on, because y'all looking at it.
So
as,
if that's the case, if they accomplish as much of us, then that question is invalid.
No,
don't ask the question.
But they didn't. But they didn't
Don't
though.
ask the
They
question.
was a second round
Then
exit
don't
just like
ask
we
the
was.
question. If they accomplish as much as us, don't ask the question because we ain't doing that either.
Hold on, it's not about them making how far they made it because they was on their way to, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make it there. But as far as how they built their team and what they had on their team, like LM is saying, Embiid and Ben Simmons, I'm like, bro, we had nothing like that on this team as far as building the team. So as far as what they
And
had
now
to
the
show
next
for
6 years, bro, we about to do the same shit they just did.
Hold on. As far as what they had to show for it, from then until now, they still have a better team. We had to get Katie and Kyrie to sign here in order to have a decent team. As far as building from the ground, they built better. They have better players. They still have better players right now. They might have traded for a few here and there, but as far as their core, what they had is always better
than ours right now, man.
from there. And that's what they have. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got from tanking. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah, y'all guys hear me? Philadelphia actually has a better future than ours.
No, they whoa. Actually, they are a dumpster fire right now. Yes, they have better talent than we do, but they've been
They still got Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain though.
Stop poops.
You
Yeah,
talking
they young guys.
Hold on,
They still got
hold on,
Tyrese
y'all.
Maxey and Jared McCain,
Hold
bro.
on, we an
This
hour and
is
a half
getting out
late.
of hand.
Hold on, y'all know I'll be clipping up the show, so I just wanted to stay with Ice real quick. Pause and ask him about Fanbo Zeng. Like me personally, I want him to get more than a 10-day contract. I want to see him make the rotation. What you got on this, Ice?
Ray, who's the player?
Fanbo, it was said that I talked about it last time on my podcast, the Tip Off Brooklyn Nets podcast, that Fanbo and Grant Nelson is most likely going to battle for the two-way spot, and I think I believe that he is going to get it because he's much more talented than Grant Nelson, much more skilled, probably more athletic as well. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the three, mid-range. He's like I said, he's like a more controlled Yuta, but he's more skilled though. You know what I'm saying? You see how Yuta used to shoot three.
Yeah, you Wasabi Watanabe. That was
yeah. He's like that, but he's more controlled, more jab step, more. You know what I'm saying? Tween, pull up, get to the cup, put back dunks. Like I think that's a player that will be. He probably will make the. He probably will be on the 2-way, and I hope he makes the 2-way. Grant Nelson can't shoot the 3 ball at all. He's a hustle player, a Nets guy, and I don't even think he really got a mid range like that either. So he's just like a hustle putback guy. Get to the cup however he can. You know what I'm saying, and play defense. That's what Grant Nelson.
All right. Anybody else like Fanbo Zeng? How y'all feel about him?
Nah, Fanville is amazing. I mean, 6'10", dude, built. He definitely has size on him. Can shoot. Put the ball on the floor. He's going to be a very, versatile wing forward that we're going to put in the lineup. I feel, from time to time. So I mean, he's extremely athletic. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can see him, throw a couple dunks down in the ball plays. But I'm a fan of it. I was rooting for him to be on the team. So I like him, bro.
Hambo has a lot of potential. Physically, got great characteristics, like I said. I'm just surprised he didn't get the 2-way, but I think they want to test him against Nelson, and I think it's a good test. I hope Fanbo passes with flying colors, man. I think this definitely is his training camp to get some recognition for himself and have a good start to a young career with Brooklyn, hopefully.
I don't know, man. The rest of the league didn't want him. He was on his way.
Oh, here we go with PK Hoops with the scouting reports. Boop, 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 boop.
The rest of the league didn't really want him.
Let Ice go. Let Ice go.
Brooklyn always wants
Hold on. Rest of the league didn't want who?
Was it Fanbo Zeng? Whatever his name.
That's not true either.
Why he was on his way to China then?
He went back to China because he didn't play well, but he was already on it. He was on I want to say the Pacers or somebody like that. He was already on the team, and then he went back overseas to get his game together. Then he came back over here.
Ooh, take that scouting report.
I gotta look at.
You know it's facts.
I'll look at the scouting report. I didn't look it up. I'm just saying I never really heard of him. Right? He's not really that big of a name, so there wasn't a whole bunch of teams clamoring to really sign him or anything like that.
He played with Scoot Henderson and Daniels on the Atlanta on G League. What was it? Unite? G League Ignite. He was on that team. He was on G League Ignite.
He definitely was. And
he was nice. He didn't get much playing time, but what little he showed.
Brooklyn is the team of giving everybody second chances, man.
Yeah.
Nah, we the rehab ward, LM. Call it what it is.
Rehab.
We definitely are. So we'll see. But I'm a fan of him, though. I think he should definitely get some minutes in the rotation.
Rehab.
But
basically, it's saying
hold up. I just looked it up. He was averaging 22 minutes a game in the G League. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to get stronger. I mean, that's really the main weaknesses. That's really keeping
stronger.
You see, Fanbo?
No. I mean, this is why he hasn't been on an NBA roster. This is what the scouting report was saying. He's just early in his career. Like physical strength is significant.
Oh well, he don't got that. He don't look like he got that problem
weakness anymore.
BKNY is just guessing right now, bro.
No, I'm just reading what the
giving an uneducated hypothesis.
You gotta see whether these guys like.
Nah, bro, you giving uneducated guesses, man. We
giving uneducated hypothesis. That's what you're doing.
Guys, don't kill the messenger, man. I'm just reading.
What message are you reading?
What's that?
I said he has an uneducated hypothesis, bro. We know what that is.
I mean, strength is a real thing in basketball, Leaf. I mean,
I understand that, bro. But
BK, he's 250.
Bro,
yeah, he got the size.
I don't know.
He got the size.
They said he's 230, bro. I don't know if he's 230.
He got the size. Though.
I was watching Danny Wolf.
If he's 250, then he damn near one of the picks we wanted.
Hold on, wait. I was watching Danny Wolf. I was watching Danny Wolf in the summer league.
Yeah,
and he got a guard got switched on to him. And Danny Wolf was trying to post up this guard, and he couldn't do it. And Danny Wolf was 255 pounds. I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, man. I mean, how you 255 and you can't like post up a guard, man? Like he was putting resistance on him, and like I say, that's a little bit of a concern for me right there. So even though you're 255, doesn't mean like you're strong. Dayron is 265, and look how he gets pushed around. Like, look how Embiid when you watch him and Embiid go at it. and B just moves him out of the way like he's a little kid. And he
Yeah.
know
Who?
That's
Who you
not
talking
no,
about?
Dayron does not get
Dayron?
moved around. I'm sorry. He'll foul
I
out
don't know
before
what
he
you
get
talking about.
he'll foul out
Yeah.
before he get moved around, bro.
No,
Dayron
Like
I'm
don't get moved
saying
like
like
that. I think he mixing him
he's
up with
scoring like
Funk.
this
he
is
gets Joel
this is
Embiid.
an
I was watching the
uneducated
Nets before.
hypothesis brought to you by BKNY
No,
Hoops.
no, no, no. This is what BK asked himself. Can
You see,
Fanbo do
man,
what
leave,
Paulo
man,
does?
leave,
Can he
man.
do what Ben Simmons
I was
does?
defending you, man. This is how you do me, bro. Come on, man.
And then you came up here talking all types of FIBs, bro, all day, bro. Like I'm like, what?
Ah, man. So Leo Leaf is a Judas, man. Damn.
Oh, whoa. Nah, Leaf
Definitely
is a
not that.
pessimist. Call it what it is, Hoops. Leaf is a pessimist. He's proud of
I'm
people.
not neither, bro. I'm a
Nah,
realist,
Leaf
bro.
Leaf
Like
is right. Like I said,
I
I
have
agree. I agree with Leaf.
I'm the only person consistently that tell people who they are, bro. We got three. This fan base has been split up into groups of three. I've been told people that 2 weeks ago. BKNY, if you were here, you would know that we got the tankers on one side, we got the Cam Thomas lifers on one, and on another, and then we got the We Believe Nets niggas on the other side, bro. Like it's three
This
different
isn't
groups.
news. We know this. This ain't
Bruh.
news.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
wait.
needed me to spell it out, bro, because
Nah.
I
Wait,
had
wait,
to put
wait, Leaf. You're the
because I
same
had
guy
to put
said.
Hold on,
names
time
on
out.
it.
Let me speak. Let
This
me speak
fan
for
base
myself
Cam
real
split.
quick,
Thomas
bro.
crew.
Hold on. Let me speak for myself.
Cam
For
Thomas
one,
next stop for Cam Thomas,
hold,
China.
hold on, hold on, y'all.
He
Hold
gets
on,
sent
y'all.
to
Let me
China,
let me
bro.
say
That's
this real
gonna be
quick,
the
bro.
biggest hit
That
in
was
league
When it,
nasty,
history.
Hoops.
Oh my
hold
god.
on, hold on,
That's
y'all. When it
messed
come
up.
down to the,
No,
hold on.
next
When it
stop,
come down to the
Knicks.
Brooklyn Nets, bro, I'm honest. When it come down
Nah,
to
you
the front
emotional, Leaf. You know
office,
I love you, bro. You
hold
emotional.
on. When it come
I'm
down to the
definitely
front,
not.
when it come to the front office, I'm honest. I don't like the moves they be doing, and it's not just Cam
Me
Thomas. It's
neither.
Jared Allen to be specific, and in that whole debacle.
Jared Allen was
And
getting
again,
killed by too many
but
centers.
can I finish my soliloquy without being cut off, please? And again, my thing is this: like, I'ma always say what they're doing because of those are the facts. Then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion about what I want them to do. Now, they don't do what I be saying they should do, right? But case in point is I'ma always vlog that way. I'm always vlog and say what I think they should do opposed to what they do and what they don't do and tell you whether I like it or dislike it. I'm gonna say that, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna let y'all know that I think they should do it my way because that's the content I want y'all to hear the most. They got the big media already with the script to say this, that, and the third. Us as podcasters, as content creators, we could give an authentic opinion that's coming straight from us, whether fans agree with it or not. It's still not scripted. Not to say the big media is all scripted, but some of that shit seem like, of course, you're gonna say that. You're not being attentive towards the team the same way a fan that's recapping it 82 games is. You're like Adam Silver said, watching the highlights. Now, which is crazy.
Lame man.
You know, Marlene Sutherland in the chat said this stream is nuts. Yo, y'all been wilding tonight,
Lit
and
Hold
stream.
up,
I'm
Lit
trying
Now
to.
stream.
listen, we just
hold up,
Stream been nuts
hold
for
up.
the last couple of months.
I just want to make hold up.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. What I'm trying to say is, I'll be trying to get y'all all on one accord. It's hard to hear everybody at one time. I'm not saying don't do what y'all do. I'm asking y'all to give each other the grace to finish a soliloquy. I swear y'all ready to talk before y'all listen, bro. It's an equal playing field. You gotta talk and listen. It's a give and take relationship, for lack of better words. But
So
go ahead.
Breezy, let me ask you, man. You gonna be watching Cam Thomas in China?
Yo, stop, Hoops. You actually smoke right now, Hoops.
Cam Thomas got to play with the rookies before any of this happen. He's going to start the season with the Brooklyn Nets, and y'all going to see how good it is. We said the lineup was
I
going
don't
to
even
be
know if he
no.
gonna
Hold
do
on, we
that.
said the lineup is going to be Clax and Noah, MPJ, Cam Thomas, and Diego. That's a tough lineup.
Possibly, yeah.
He's
That
not
sound like a
going to.
tank lineup to me.
Wait, Claxton? Claxton?
Yeah,
Claxton at the
who else
Uh-oh.
is gonna start BK?
Lord.
They wrong.
I'd
Ben
rather put
Simmons.
Dayron in there, man. I'm sorry.
I like Dayron to start.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie.
I'd rather. I
I'm over.
said
I'm over.
Dayron. Niggas was saying, yo, he can't move
I
his
didn't. I
feet. He
never
can't
shot
do
it down.
all
I
that.
never shot it down, bro. Like, be honest with you, I was just looking for a trade for Clax. I would like, but
There's
to
still
be
time
honest
for
with you,
that.
to be honest with you, bro, just to stay back on the track that we was on back when we was trying to get rid of Cam Johnson, but also well, I have to remind people also we was trying to get rid of Claxton as well. So
So
the thing
Claxton do
is,
Cam Johnson this year. Everybody want to get
I
rid of
think
him.
both of them niggas needed to go, bro. Like
Wait,
they
who went?
overstayed.
But that's the thing.
Claxton.
Claxton
Yeah,
is.
he's definitely trade eligible this season. Pacers,
I mean,
Hornets
the
definitely could be
Claxton.
after him.
With Claxton, there's a little value there, right, in terms of him being able to guard the perimeter. But that's just about it, man. That like being a good
I
switch
mean, as long as
defender.
he don't get injured.
I
Yeah,
mean, but
but
BK and Y, you got it. Like when if he's around somebody that's on a high court, bro. Like if you put him on Atlanta, bro, like he'll do fine because he'll play with Trey Young. If you put him on Memphis, he'll do fine because he'll play with Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? The
I
problem
think he
is,
causes spacing issues, man. Because the defense, I mean, whoever's guarding him just drops.
I
Like
think,
they don't.
yeah, that's true. But a lot of his
If
shit
you
is
talking
gonna
about
be.
him on Memphis, well, I'm not starting him over Edie.
You talking about him in half court?
Bruh, Edie ain't gonna be there when he get there.
Oh no, here we go. Zachy's gonna win his 40 games. Leave the realist.
I'm just saying, if he on Memphis, I'm not starting him. I'll get the perimeter stuff, but I ain't exactly starting him over Edie.
Bruh,
Yeah,
he's
man,
not.
because he causes spacing
Bruh,
issues, man. You need space in
if we
basketball,
send
man.
him to Memphis, bro, and Edie is still there, bro. Sean Marks need
Hold
to
on,
be
Marlene Sutherland
Sean,
said everybody
We
going
get
to
Edie.
China for the preseason games versus
That's
the
like at 8
Suns.
o'clock in the
United Work
morning.
That's
Friday.
right.
That's
that is
8
an
in the
8 o'clock.
morning,
That is an
bro.
8 o'clock in
They
the morning,
bugging out.
Marlene.
All right.
But I ain't
Also,
gonna lie to
breakfast
you.
on the
I mean,
table. I'm
it's gonna be
snoozing.
nice to see Cam Thomas the following year in China, man. And show
Oh my,
what
yo,
he can do.
hoops! You were trying to gaslight Breezer right now, bro.
Nah,
Come on.
he
I'll
ready.
BK,
I'll
what's
be
your with the
honest.
He
I'll
CT
be
ready.
honest
China
with you.
narrative, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Marlene. If Jalen Green put up anywhere near 25 to 30 in that game, bro, like I think we all gonna come back here with a different approach about what we need to do going forward, bro. Especially with young talent.
Wouldn't
I ain't
it
Leaf,
be
gonna
the
lie to
it's
Jalen
you.
Green versus
preseason,
Cam
Leaf.
Thomas?
Leaf, it's preseason, Leaf. We're not going to go crazy
I
about
don't give a
preseason.
damn.
Come
Exactly.
on.
He talking about we all. No, you
Yeah,
gonna
and,
be
yeah,
Nah,
and
man.
preseason.
Leaf,
You're
Leaf,
It
that's
ain't
a
we
that's
all.
a
Nigga,
marketing
you
thing,
too.
Joe Side.
nah, not me, just you.
Yeah,
Nah, he talking
you
about we
because
all.
but
Like,
you
yo,
know why?
listen.
But because if Cam
So
Thomas put up
Breezy,
40 in
if
that
Green
game,
dropped 40,
you gonna be coming back here talking
yeah,
about
that's what
how
I
you need
wanted
to
to
do this
hear.
and
Hold on,
that.
listen, hold on. If
Yeah, that's
Green
what I
drop
wanted to
40,
hear.
no, if Green drop 40 in a
Come on, bro.
preseason
Let's
game
just
in
stop
China,
the
bro, can I,
bullshit, bro.
bro, stop answering the question for me. I mean, you gonna ask the question
It
and answer
wasn't a
it?
question. I knew what you was gonna
Bro,
do. It
no,
was a
you don't know
statement.
what I'm gonna do. You have no
Ooh,
idea what I'm gonna do. You don't. What I'm saying is, Green is not impressive to me, bro. At the end of the day, as much as Mo Beasley came up in here and defended him, at the end of the day, they need the Houston Rockets needed him to score. Yeah, they did the
well, how?
heavy
Wait,
lifting,
Breezy.
bro. They got him to the
I ain't know they
playoffs. He
needed him
supposed
to
to
do.
How? Wait,
hold on, Hoops. You gotta get some of this work too. Hold on, bro, because you said hold on. You
Oh,
said hold on.
that's what
You
I
said
like to
how
hear.
Green. Hold on. You said how Green was this, that, and the third. And when he got to the playoffs, he did not show that he was a number two pick. Cade
Nah,
Cunningham said
I
that.
Mm.
got a rebuttal for that.
No, hold on.
nah. You said he was the next Ant Man, bro. Stop.
What?
Yeah, he
You
said
said
he
what?
said on his
He
show that
said
Jalen
he said
Green was the next
he said he
Ant
could.
I
To
ain't
be
hear
clear,
that
he said he
shit.
could be the next Ant Man. He said he could.
Bruh.
Yeah, he has to work
Even the
on it.
could part is questionable, bro.
Well, the
Like, come
thing
on.
He
is,
more like the
you
Moss
had
man.
nobody on the Hughes. He was the best 3-point shooter and on the team, pretty
No, that
much,
was Fred
man.
Van Vliet. What are
That's
you talking
you
about?
don't
Bro,
think
Fred
that's
Van
bad
Vliet was
though?
one of the best
bruh.
3-point shooters. What are you
He
talking
did
about?
not carry
Fred
his
Van
weight,
Fleet, hold
bro.
on. Van Fleet in the first two games of the playoffs shot 20% from three. Shangoon shot 21% from three. I mean, all they got to do is just pack the paint up. I mean,
Jalen Green had 9 points in one game, bro. Come on.
yeah, but it gets it's easy to like help on Jalen Green once he gets downhill if nobody else can't shoot. Like they was dropping back on Shangoon, they
Basically.
were letting Shangoon shoot. Like spacing, man. Spacing's a big thing in basketball.
Somehow the Houston Rockets won 50 games with that poor spacing, though.
No,
No, I'm
that's
saying in the
true.
playoffs is different, man. They want to actually um um go with all the scouting reports. If Shangoon can't shoot, 20% for I'm gonna
I
shoot
don't know what they're gonna do now. Fred Van Vliet out for the year, so
Right.
For a
That's huge.
fact, that's crazy.
that is crazy. And he was looking
We
for
was
some
talking
new.
about Amen at the one. We
Oh
gonna
my
see
Yeah,
what
God,
happens.
Houston. If you need a guard, we got
y'all
9
gonna
of them. Houston, if you need a guard,
y'all
we got
gonna
9
kill
of
me
them.
with these twins, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Amen Thompson.
They want
Listen,
somebody at the one who's shooting less than 30% from the three.
I ain't
I
gonna
like
lie,
that.
Yeah,
but
that ain't gonna work.
when you got Kevin Durant, hey, you could put what's the white boy they got on the team, bro?
Reed Shepard.
Reach
Yeah,
Reed
Shepard.
Shepard.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They might mess around and throw him
he's a
in.
serious, but he's a serious defensive liability, man.
Right.
So
No,
was
that's a
Fred
good
Van
point.
Vliet.
That's a good
Amen
point.
Thompson gonna be the point guard.
So
So
I'm
was Fred
talking
Van
about
Vliet.
like if you have like
Fred,
let's
Fred Van
say
Vliet ain't.
Fred
if
Van
you
Vliet
have
wasn't a good defender.
And
Nah.
Respectfully.
Fred Van
well,
Vliet was
Yo,
maxing on
didn't
the
Fred
referee.
Van
He
Fleet
was
almost fight a coach over a
Amen Thompson is gonna be
yeah,
saving a
he
lot of
almost
people
fought
and a
the
lot
he
of
almost
them in
fought
this
a
deep
ref.
event.
Yeah,
ball last season?
yeah, he almost
almost
fought
for the
one of the
ref.
Wait,
refs. Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
I will wait, Elam. I will say this: that they were better with Fred VanVleet on the court than they were without him. I just checked the
That's a
recent
fact, though.
stat,
That's
so I just
true.
want
That's
to check
true.
one out
Yeah,
of
they
it.
better. They
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 really
were
definitely
much
better.
better.
better with him than without him. So it's going to be tough for Amon and these other
Well,
guys to just have to switch
The
roles
Nets
like that,
got a lot of guards.
right? So if
Nigga,
you Houston, you need a
Reed
guard. We
Shepard
got
gonna
9 of
have to
them.
take that. Reed
Bruh,
Shepard gonna have to take
why is
that
people acting
Tatum
like the
jump
Rockets
when
is finna
Hayward
go
was out
shopping
and shit.
on the Brooklyn
Leaf,
Nets,
they
bro?
have to make a move. Leaf,
You
how
didn't
you
you say
replace
that
that?
last year about the Thunder having to make a move for Cam
And
Johnson
they could
and they
have,
ended up
but
with
they
a
didn't
title
want
anyway?
to. They could have, and they didn't want to. And I think either way, they would have won. If they got Johnson or not, they would have
I
won.
told you either way they was gonna win, bro. You didn't believe me.
They almost lost. Wait, at the end of the day, they almost lost because Halliburton tore his
And
Achilles,
everybody
bro.
knows almost doesn't count.
Oh, here we
Like
go. But Leaf,
Randy.
you say, wait, you said
Hold
we're gonna
on.
get Ace Bailey last year, though, so almost
Hold
doesn't count.
hold on. Time out, y'all. Time out. We got 10 minutes left in the show. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
All
We
right.
got 10 minutes left in the show, and we need to speak on media day. I'll be brief. I ain't really gotta say much.
Lit show.
I want Kim Thomas to come out, be professional, and have the same ain't shit funny type of energy, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying. The fans know and the media know that you here for business. You come in to
and
play,
China though, man, China too.
and he's going to be professional. And I think at the end of the day, he's going to let his game do more of the talking. So
They gonna
that being
bench that
said,
nigga the whole
that's all
year.
I got for media day. What y'all feel about media day? Let's
They
go to
gonna make
John.
that nigga the
John was
10th
talking about it
man.
the most. What you got for media day, John?
Listen, man, I'm looking forward to hearing about the Flatbush Five, where the goals for this year. Looking forward to hearing what Jordy, what his plan is, how he wants to play, which we kind of already can figure out a little bit. And then Sean, we got to hear his BS slogans. But really, it's Cam Thomas, because everybody wants to find out what's Cam's mindset. And he could choose to say very few words, be professional, and say, I'm going to leave it on the court and leave it at that. Like, his interview really will be interesting to see if he's ready to just play his role and see what happens, or maybe there's a lot more toxicity to it. But I'm really just looking forward to seeing the young core tomorrow, the Flatbush Five, and see what are their goals for this year, because I can't wait to see them start progressing and just show us what they can do. Like, enough of the talk. It's time to see them walk the walk. And I'll leave it at that, my friend.
All right, let's go to Scott. Scott, what you got on this, Scott?
Yeah, I think Cam is going to come out and be professional. He has a lot to prove, and I wish him the best. I mean, I hope Jordy gives him an opportunity to get his stuff off. So, other than that, I'm looking forward to Friday or Saturday when they practice in the park, and
That's a fact.
meeting all the other content creators that's going to be there.
I got tickets just for y'all to know. I got tickets. Scott, thank you for that. Shout to Ice. Ice, what you got on this, Ice?
Yo, media day is gonna be crazy. I don't know if they're gonna interview all these players on this roster, but they probably will. 20, 21 players. It's gonna be crazy,
Yeah,
but
it's going
you
to be
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
It'll be good to see who what they say, and you know what I'm saying, what happens after media day, because it's training camp.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, that's a fact. With Brooklyn LM, what you got on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing there is Cam Thomas, just seeing how he responds to everything. But looking forward to seeing, the rest of the rookies speak their piece, how they get ready for the season. Looking forward to Sean Marks capping once again.
Yep.
Looking forward to just seeing how they how the Nets usually try to mask their BS and try to sell it to us. But it is what it is. But on another note though, I am excited to see, just the team in general. Basketball season is coming back. It's just a month, from watching basketball. So I am excited to see training camp and just how these other guys are feeling heading into the season, where their mental state is at, things that they're working on that they can expound on, depending on who asks the right questions. But yeah, it should be hopefully a good media day.
All right, shout out to Brooklyn NLM, man. At Leaf, talk to us, man. What you think about Media Day?
I think media day is gonna absolutely suck. I
Love the
think
optimism.
I strongly believe that Jordy Fernandez is probably gonna be put in a tough predicament, just like he was on draft lottery day when they had him up there looking silly. They just gonna send him to clean up the uncleanable mess, bro, that Sean Marks creates. Yegor is probably gonna be on Yegor and the rookies and whatever rookies is up there. It's probably gonna be the highlight for us, bro. I don't. I think MPJ has gotten enough media for one summer. He needs to sit. He needs to sit his ass
Word.
That's
down.
true.
The Cam Thomas thing, I don't even really want to speak on that because anytime you give a nigga anytime you give a nigga $6 million, when somebody else is on the team is making 38 or 40 and players that's not better than him is making more than him, that means you don't have no intention of playing him. So at least in my opinion, bro. But Yegor, the rookies, and Sean Marks in the front office trying to make Jordy Fernandez look like an idiot once again.
All right, Hoops, what you got on this? What you think happens on Media Day, bro?
Yeah, I'm just like highlighting what Leaf is saying pretty much. Cam Thomas, all eyes is going to be on Yegor. He was the 8th pick. Can he actually command the double team? Like, we'll see what he can actually do because he's going to have to score and try to get other guys open. Cam Thomas, prepare for China. There'll be some Chinese scouts actually watching this year, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
It's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to really involve him in the offense because will Sean Marks prioritize the Yegor, the other rookies, and we seen what we seen from Cam Thomas, and he's definitely not the future for the Brooklyn Nets as far as Sean Marks is concerned. He's still here and he's not going to get fired anytime soon. So yeah, man, I'll be watching Cam Thomas in China, man, in the following year, man.
There was no need for you to shit on Cam Thomas
Man,
that
ask
entire
about
time,
media
bro.
day.
Exactly,
I'm
man.
not listen, man. I'm
He's
not.
a
I'm just
way
being real,
better.
I
man.
felt
I'm not
you
hating on
wasn't
him.
being real, bro. You took the
We,
opportunity
we need we need
to
that
take a
hoops and
lot of
breezy debate
unnecessary
2.0, man.
to take a lot of unnecessary
Man's
jabs,
asked about
bro.
media day. You went on a
At a
whole
young
tangent.
at
Yeah,
a
he's talking
young
about
man
them playing.
at a young man who still got a promising future in this league, even though it's probably not
I
with
don't
the
know,
Nets.
man.
It
I
might
don't
not
know.
be with us, but you still
And
got a
then
good
but he
promise in
still
this
got a
league, man.
promising future
Oh,
in this
watch, he
league.
gonna get
But
picked up.
That's what I've been trying to
what?
figure
No,
out,
no,
though.
no.
Oh,
What
you
you
ain't got
no,
to
no, no,
figure
no,
that
no, no,
out.
no,
He's gonna get
BK.
picked up. He's gonna
BK,
get
what you
picked
have to
up.
realize is all about who values him and who values him at the right spots. That's
Right.
what
That's
it
what I was
is,
trying to
bro.
figure out. I don't know where he fits at.
Bro, I
He
know
can
where he
fit plenty
fits
of
at.
teams.
I've been
Yeah.
telling people where he fits at, but the problem is that the Cam Thomas lifers believe that he's gonna carry this team to the promised land,
Nah.
and that's when
Nah,
that
hold on.
part of the
Time out.
and that's
Oh
and this
yeah, that's what I wanted to
I'm gonna
see.
sit back.
That's what I wanted to see. Come on.
Time
We
out.
need a round 2 here, folks.
Hold on. Let me just speak for myself because I know that was definitely a sub towards me. At the end of the day, bro, what I'm saying is Sean Marks is making a big mistake by not being attentive to the players that he draft. If you're gonna draft 5 players and then show those same 5 players that when it's time to get paid, you're gonna act funny. I just don't understand what kind of
Let,
rapport you think you have with
Breezy,
drafting
let me
players
ask
by doing that.
They not acting
let me
funny
ask you a
if
question,
Ant
Breezy.
is on the
Hold on,
on the
hold on, hold on.
contract though.
If you out there, you playing basketball, you playing a 3-on-3, a 4-on-4,
Zion
5-on-5,
Dayron
BK,
didn't
do
right?
not ask this
Oh,
question,
here we
man.
go. The college
Zion
game
Come on,
again.
Dayron
man.
If
didn't
you're
Don't
negotiate
do
losing,
their
that.
right,
contracts.
if you
They
want new
took what they was
players,
given.
BK, bro,
But
that
I didn't
question
even hear
is
the question, bro,
irrelevant.
because Leaf and LM was talking over you. What did you say, Hoops?
Don't
I
even
said
answer it, B.
if you're out there, you're playing a 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, and you get smacked, right? And you have to wait like the next two nexus, to get picked up again, or like to call the next game. Are you going with them same players, or are you going to look for better players?
It's like Groundhog Day with
I'm
you.
not
Hoops.
answering that twisted question.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
That question is it's already
Man.
loaded to go
Nah,
the wrong way.
nah,
I'm not answering the
hold
question,
on.
bro.
I'll
Hold
answer
on.
that.
Go
Go ahead,
Yeah,
ahead.
go
Ice,
ahead. Go
you
ahead,
here
man.
there. Yeah, Ice.
Nah, because you stick with the same players. Because you know what I'm saying. If you just playing pick up ball, you don't know them players that well unless it's your guy. So you gonna stick with the same players until you know what I'm saying. Somebody else on the side be like, all right, we got next. And if they choose you, then you know what I'm saying. That's how
I
BK,
mean,
football.
ice,
let's
ice,
say
ice.
Hold on,
BK,
They
y'all.
take a
choose you, nigga. That's how
concept.
they get ran off the court.
Hold on. Let me end the
BK,
show.
hold on, BK. You never played a game where it was 3-on-3, and mind you, even if it's the team
Hold
that
on.
you
I gotta
lost
end
with.
the show. Yeah, I gotta end the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta shout out Brooklyn LM Leaf, BKNY Hoops, the Eskimo, the tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast, Scott, Apartment Gamers, and more. Everything Brooklyn Nets. He on X heavy. You mentioned the Brooklyn Nets, he'll pop up.
Lit
Listen, this is
show.
Big Fan Breezy at the Brooklyn Nets blog. We're gonna be back with more content really soon. Next media day is tomorrow. Going to recap that and then some. But again, man, I appreciate all y'all Nets fans is the best fans.